department is always hiring.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. According to Mark Stein, after the Harris signing, Spurs are now out on free agent LeBron James as he's no longer considered an option despite his willingness to accept a minimum deal. Finally, in the World Cup, USA, they took down Bosnia-Herzegovina 2-0 on to the round of 16 where they'll take on Belgium on Monday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Everybody, am I gonna be here on the camera today? It's a big mystery.
Was he sleeping? The camera be sleeping.
There's Rob. What?
Mine's wide awake.
What do you got for me?
A sleepy camera yet again.
No.
Edwin, there's an issue with waking up his camera, so you're gonna have to go.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure that out. Good morning, everybody. It's the Morning Huddle here on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. Welcome in.
You're not wearing the ribbon. You're not patriotic today.
What are you talking about?
I guess that's not red. I guess it's kind of red.
It's red.
All right.
Yeah,
it's red. All right.
It's red.
It's close enough. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me that this is patriotic
it's
day.
July 2nd.
Well, I mean, this is the last chance we're going to get to celebrate.
No, I'll be patriotic on Saturday.
But as a group with our gente.
Okay.
I mean, we'll be on our own.
Fair.
On our own devices here for the next couple of days.
That's right.
I'll trust you wear your Stars and Stripes thong.
Oh, of course. You know me.
I wear mine all the time.
You know me. Well, yes, you do.
America.
Actually, I know that about you. Happy early 4th of July as we prep for America's birthday. 250 years old. Years young, as Lady Liberty likes to say.
I was alive when we celebrated 200.
I was not.
I remember the bicentennial celebration.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Old as dirt.
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
I was with that. Actually, I stood next to George when he talked about it.
Yeah.
He and Ben, good dude to hang out with.
All the kids hanging out,
playing. Ben was a heavyset dude, but he's good with the women.
All the kids were hanging out playing rock paper.
Yeah, we were
because scissors weren't invented yet.
Messing around with the natives.
Oh, rock.
Oh man. We had discovered the dark-haired beauty of the native.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. It was
Pocahontas.
good times.
Yes.
Pocahontas, that's the nickname we gave her.
Oh, man. Yeah, 250 years.
Yeah.
Which, in the grand scheme, is literally nothing. Like, I think some people don't realize, like...
I've been in a bar outside of London that had been open since the 1600s, that had been open longer than my country.
I went, when I was in Belgium...
Yeah.
So Belgium is one of those places where half the thing, or at least in Brussels, half the things are
brand new,
ancient, and half of them were built in the 50s and 60s because they got bombed out in World War II.
So it's a weird looking city.
So it's like there's like this cathedral from the 1600s, 1500s, and then right next to it is like a
chrome and glass building,
a Target.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like our Alamo.
Yeah. Yeah, a Ripley's Believe It or Not. So it is kind of wild to think that, even the oldest stuff here is like 250 years old. But
our team gave us a little boost last night. I think that gave us a little shot of red, white, and blue adrenaline, a little B12.
Yeah.
USA.
I watched the basketball or the soccer match, and I hate it. I don't have fun watching it, but I watched it.
But there is a thrill factor that you have to admit is there.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's not the spike. It's this kind of undulating, whoa. But there is a reason to watch for another minute, and then another minute, and then another minute. It just feels like, well, I can't go now.
Yeah, I'll say this. The moment where our guy, and I don't even know, I don't know anybody's names. we had a guy who had a kick, a free. They call it a free kick, right?
Well, there's penalty and free.
Okay, this is the one where everybody was lined up in front of him, holding their nuts.
Yeah.
And he went over their heads and into the goal. It was awesome. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Is that Fowler?
That seemed like it would be very difficult to do. I've got some rule changes in mind.
See, we do this every 4 years, bro. We do this every 4 years, and the rest of them go, okay, carry on. They just look at us like, we don't need your American sensibility. We're perfectly happy. And, we do it every year, and it's all about, we just need strategy and scoring. Give me strategy and scoring. And if you'll do that.
Mine's more about entertainment.
Well, strategy and scoring, I think, lead to our entertainment. We don't have – the thing about soccer is there's this universal loss. Unless there's one dude that's never really honestly the ongoing victim. There's not like this guy isn't doing anything. You can't tell. And there's no real strategy other than the set plays from the side. So there's nothing at the end of the game. We can't go, they didn't pass the ball enough. They didn't run to the right where they have an obvious advantage. You can't say that. It's all about this beautiful game and influencing and all this other kind of nebulous stuff that just doesn't fit our sensibility. We need innings. We need definition. We need obvious gains and losses. We need to see if it was a 3 or a 2, and we need scoring.
What about this one? In that play where they all line up and hold their balls, if you want to stand in front of the guy who's kicking, you got to put your hand behind your head. You got to stand like this, like the cops are talking to you, and take the risk of getting plowed in the nuts.
Well, have you seen the dudes that they make lay on the ground? Have you seen the play where they'll have them all play a defense covering the nuts, of course, and I'm not going to ask anybody not to do that. Anybody's had to take a pick.
Do you really want to stand there?
Well, then there's the dude, they'll try to play defense and trick you with where the wall's going to be, and they'll jump sideways and jump high, and then one dude will lay over on his side on the ground to be like the speed bump to the ball if he goes low. You want to talk about taking off the melon on the ground, man? That's sacrificing your body.
Yeah,
and another thing.
Well, speaking of
you shouldn't be able to wear a helmet.
Well, they don't.
Oh no, they do.
Oh,
I've seen a couple of dudes where they're kind of like those 7-on-7 soft helmets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a Guardian cap.
Yeah, no, if you're allowed to head the ball, you can't wear a helmet. You're just gonna have to. CTE is in your future, man.
Yeah. What I also noticed on that kick was none of the one player, and this is why I knew it was a rule. One player jumped up to try to block it with his head.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a chance to. The two guys that could have actually blocked it with their heads, they did not jump. I think quite frankly, they should be humiliated.
Like a business decision?
Yeah, they made a business decision. Like,
I'm not going to do that one.
I'm not going for it. It's too close.
I wouldn't either.
But if they would have jumped up and blocked it with their face, they could have maybe given themselves a chance.
So this was the first real full match you've watched. Is there anything that you noticed that's been kind of missing from the? I noticed one thing over the last couple of games, that there's one thing missing from World Cup soccer.
The things I notice are way different than what you notice, I'm sure.
No, this is something that I don't think a lot of people have noticed. Most World Cup and most soccer games I watch, canned cold spray is a vital part of the rehab process of a soccer player.
I didn't know
that.
What I mean?
Have you ever seen where they have the Brigade Bar? Anybody who's watched soccer, the cold spray is something that is ubiquitous in soccer. And has it been outlawed?
I don't know.
Is it not legal in the United States, whatever they're spraying? Because I'm used to the cold spray. The guy's rolling around in agony. The dude's run out with the stretcher. Turns out he's not hurt. 99.999% of the time he's not really hurt. So to buy time, they pull out this cold spray it on the little ouchie area. The guy rolls around, gets back up, and goes. And that and the shaving cream circles.
That's not even cold spray. All that is canned air.
Whatever
like you clean
it
out
is,
your keyboard with.
It's not here.
Yeah.
It's the first time I haven't seen it because every time I do watch soccer and they have it, I'm thinking, why don't we have it if it works so well? Is it full of cocaine?
We don't like aerosol in our country.
Well, maybe that. Well, actually, no. We're more aerosol than any other country. We're the only country in the world that hadn't signed on to most of these things other than China. So
in California, you can't use aerosol.
Well, maybe. I know
bears.
You can in Texas.
Kills the bears.
Well, let them take care of the bears. But it is absent from our World Cup.
I hadn't even noticed.
Someone explained to me why we don't have cold spray here.
You know what I did notice yesterday? Everybody wears pink shoes.
Well, I think that's because I think because Adidas is a sponsor and Nike are a sponsor, they've gone pink. Because every team's wearing the same color.
Well, yeah, that's what I figured.
Free.
Like, but I mean, why pink? Well, I mean,
it seems like I've noticed this a couple days ago, a couple weeks. Now, not everybody's wearing pink.
Almost everybody.
But it seems to me,
in both teams.
if you're wearing shoes that's gimmies, I think you're wearing what they give you. You know, and like if you're an endorser for that product, you're wearing the shoe they give you. You don't pick, yeah.
So you think they're telling like Messi, this is the shoe you've got to wear?
I guarantee you they are. Absolutely, it is a strategic wearing and dropping. I mean, they have to.
But like what? I mean, in what world does let's say LeBron James? Imagine Nike coming to LeBron James and saying, "This is the shoe you have to wear."
That would never
happen.
Well, no. This is a concerted. What I'm saying, there's a plan to this. This isn't just haphazard. I'm wearing pink, because they know the moment that LeBron walks out in that product, it either needs to be absolutely available or so hyper inexclusive no one can get it. One or the other, because this is all about marketing. And Messi's playing in front of the entire world. I promise you, everything he has on has a schedule, because this is about moving product.
But I would think that he would. I don't know.
Like the best example I would give it is when
but I'm
you
saying
watch
most
March
of these guys
Madness.
don't feel like they'd be wearing freebie shoes.
Oh, they're all
I mean,
getting
unless
freebies.
you're like Cameroonian or something.
No, they're all wearing freebies. Everybody's wearing free shoes. Again, every time they play, the whole world's watching. Everybody's wearing free stuff.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to wear the shoes that like if they told LeBron, "Hey, we'll give you these shoes for free if you wear them," he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm going to wear the shoes that I need to wear."
But he's trying to sell shoes. You forget this. This isn't about. This is about moving product. And and again, you say Nike, LeBron won't say that. Well, LeBron's the one guy in the world that might be able to get away with it. For the most part, these guys are
pretty sure Messi can get away with it.
Messi has his own shoe. I mean, he's going to move his product, and so does LeBron.
But are they pink by design?
Yeah, I mean that's common. Basketball too. They're all different colors.
But this is a one color thing.
They're all. That's what I'm saying. So because I see so many of the same color, this feels like a concerted effort from both Adidas and Nike. Like, here's the shoes. We paid for the uniform. We paid for your endorsement. Here's your check, and here's the shoe you're wearing. That I'm telling you, this is that business.
But this level of soccer player and I understand that most of these soccer players are very well compensated
by shoe companies.
But then to tell that the most important part of your body, the part that you kick the ball with, we're going to decide what you wear on it.
Absolutely.
I've never known a high-level athlete to say,
you sign the contract with them. They're already paying you.
Yeah, but we sign a contract, and then I say, okay, well, here's the exact design that I need.
And here's the color. In an event like this, yes. Not that they're doing
wild.
Well, no, it's not wild. They're all getting paid for it. It's not like they're doing this for free, unless it's from a country that's. An interesting part of this was I've seen some teams, especially from the African continent, that are sponsored, at least their uniforms, by Puma. Okay. They're wearing Puma gear, kits, but their shoes are those pink Adidas. So when I see that, I think, well, it sounds to me like Adidas gave them those shoes. So here, congratulations. Here's $10,000. Put these shoes on and wear them in front of the world.
It just doesn't. It's hard for me to wrap my head around pro athletes saying, "I'll sacrifice my performance or my potential health."
Grant Hill played in Pro Keds.
Yeah.
Dudes will pick. Shaq was wearing Kmart shoes, man. Yeah. So no, a paycheck will override that. They're only wearing them for an hour. They get worn out. They got another 10 pairs sitting in the closet. No, dudes will get paid for their shoes.
Yeah, it says that players are wearing pink cleats because all the major brands, Nike, Adidas, and Puma, all independently released bright pink footwear for the tournament. Sportswear companies chose the color because pink creates maximum contrast against a green pitch, making their newly designed shoes highly visible on TV and in stadiums.
There you go. These are the ones you're wearing.
Additionally, trend forecasters predicted luminous pink shades would be a massive summer fashion trend. Executive and players also know that bright, loud colors project confidence, making them highly desirable for athletes playing on the sport's biggest stage.
See, this was everything out there is a plan. And there's dollar signs as a period at the end of every sentence here. There's a dollar sign.
I just can't imagine being
dude,
Cristiano Ronaldo, and they're saying hey, these shoes.
I will tell you the exceptions that I know of, where guys have been told that they either can or can't wear shoes. The best example: Tony Romo never signed a shoe deal.
Okay.
But he did have endorsements with other products that competed with some of the national shoes. So he would buy Nikes and have a shoe guy remove the stripe. He would buy
like the
Adidas
swoosh
and just get comfortable shoes, and they were just whited out, or he would tape over them. But he did that because it was either contrary to a current endorser or he was chasing another one. So that's not uncommon for guys to tape over brands. But it is not surprising and very common for guys to wear shoes that might not be the ones they would wear all the time, but they're getting paid for it.
Oh, here I'm looking at a story on Fox Sports. It says Lionel Messi stands out as one of the few World Cup stars who is not wearing pink cleats. So he must have his own thing going on.
Oh, I guarantee you, the biggest player in the world's got his own gig.
Well, what I'm thinking is like, and it looks like he's wearing Adidas too, but I think he's looking at it as like, those shoes ain't going to work for me. Like, I want to wear the shoes that I feel the best in.
And he's achieved that status. But I guarantee you that the shoe he's wearing was put on to be contrary to the pink and very available because everybody wants Messi shoes. They don't have to do anything other than that.
Yeah, I just it's hard for me to imagine these dudes like when you were playing in college. What was your guy?
We were in Nike school.
Okay, well, imagine you grew up playing in Nikes. It's the
only
I
grew up playing Converse. I was a Converse guy back in high school. We wore Nikes because they gave them to our school for free, or they bought the package. But if I was off the court, I was always a Dr. J Converse guy. They were the best up until 83, 84, until Jordans dropped. If it was my own shoe, I wasn't wearing Nikes. I was wearing Converse. That was the shoe. Jordan changed everything.
But if it was a shoe,
Ice actually began it, but Jordan really changed it.
So you would put on those Nikes even though you felt like you weren't.
I had no choice, bro.
I know, but you felt like it wasn't your peak performance.
Well, no, it was just I just felt like the Converse fit me better. They were back then. We wore truer high tops.
Yeah,
and the Converse had a leather that went above my ankle and hugged it better. I just always felt more comfortable in those. But that didn't mean I didn't not feel good in a Nike when the Air Forces first came out. But it was not my shoe of choice. Now, in later days, I do know kids that have chosen schools over other schools because of the shoe deal. That they just weren't going to play. I knew one kid that turned down every Under Armour school. I'm not wearing Under Armour. I hate them. I'm not going to play them.
Yeah.
So that it does play a role.
Well, I feel like these multi-millionaire athletes would say like, "Hey,
well, they're multi-millionaires because they're taking those checks." And at some point, it's a crazy world. But it moves the product, man. I guarantee you, there's kids around the world going to be running around in pink Nikes for the next 3 years.
Well, it says here when a new season begins, it'll be a new color around the end of July. That's what the Ben Warren, who founded BW Boots UK, told The Athletic. Don't worry. So if you're buying pink now, they'll be useless in August.
The problem with the soccer world is, basketball, the true kicks, we can wear away from the game.
Yeah.
We can we can wear them in game and wear them out.
But
home.
That's every other sport. They're like football, you can't. Football, baseball, you can't.
So there's that. You're moving product, but basketball matters because you don't have to be on a court, and you still will sell the shoe.
Yeah. All right. We got a lot to get into today besides pink shoes. We'll see what else we can dig up. But there is a lot going on, including some stuff in free agency in the NBA. A big trade happened in the NBA. It's kind of making everybody scratch their heads. Plenty to discuss. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall at Loop 410 northbound at Ingram that they quickly moved off a main lane. It's off to the shoulder. Road work on 35 southbound from Evans on down to Olympia Parkway. 2 right lanes closed. It's about a 5-minute delay. Stop and go from FM 3009. And 35 southbound Randolph Boulevard roadway reduced to 1 lane. Little bit of a delay from 1604. If you guys see something we're not talking about this early morning, call us on the traffic tip line so we can go and check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Hey, Reverend Charles, will you give him direction to the church down in Miami?
You just turn right on the service road, go about 4 miles, and there's a big chicken statue. That's RuPaul's House of Chicken. They advertise on local TV in Miami. RuPaul would hold the box of chicken and say, "Honey, eat my chicken."
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Attention soccer fans. House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead, sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
San Antonio, we've got pro football right here this spring and summer. The San Antonio Gunslingers play fast, exciting indoor action in the cool Freeman Coliseum. No heat, just great football. Learn more at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and follow us on social media.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Like the 4th of July. Rob, you're a firework.
I am. This is when Katie was great.
Oh, yes.
When she still mattered. I wonder if she got invited to the wedding.
I doubt it. And she's fallen off, as we talked about yesterday.
I have full confirmation. I'm 1 degree away from Mrs. Kelsey.
Oh, you know someone who's
I
going?
know someone that's going to be at the wedding. I do. I know someone who has the golden ticket.
Hey, now.
Well, I'm a friend of a friend. I'm a friend. It's my wife's best friend. So I'm married into the friendship.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah, I've known her for 30 years.
I'll take that.
Really
I'll
cool.
take that.
So she's like, "Yep, on the down low, checking your phones, and that's about all. We have a time to arrive.
All right.
That's about it."
Is she going to try to sneak some sort of device in?
I don't think she's of that type. She doesn't need to.
Okay.
She's she's a record company exec.
Oh.
So she wouldn't be the type that would sneak the camera in.
Okay.
But I guarantee you, at some point there will be photos.
There's
everybody in there is going to come on.
Yeah, somebody's going to have a way.
Nope, didn't take a picture at the Swift Kelsey wedding. Didn't the biggest thing since die? But no, we didn't. We didn't take a picture.
Someone's going to have a way.
Are you kidding? First of all, it's going to be a movie in theaters. We know that's coming. You think I'm kidding?
Hey, 210-656-3776 is the phone number. 210-656-ESPN. If you want to get involved with the program today, we're more than glad to have you on. The San Antonio Spurs signed Tobias Harris yesterday. That was the big news for the Spurs. I'll start by saying I think it's a solid-ish move for the Spurs. I'm not a Tobias Harris fan.
I've always thought he was a little arrogant.
Yeah,
you're not as good as you think you are.
Yeah.
But other than that,
he is. I don't know how to put. I mean, he seemed like he was a pretty good fit for what they were doing in Detroit.
But they immediately paid somebody more when he left.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what concerned me about this whole thing is the moment he is gone and signs with the Spurs, his replacement is paid more than what he was getting. So they were ready for him to go for whatever. And he is 33, and this is a team in Detroit that did need to make some fundamental changes. I think they realized that structurally they weren't what they needed to be, and he's an expendable kind of dude. So I think if they liked him. Detroit didn't want him to leave, but they had to let him go. And this feels for those that have been around for a minute when the Spurs signed Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay was a professional bucket getter at the time. The Spurs needed a professional bucket getter, a guy that we don't have to adjust much for. This guy's a consummate pro. Just give him the ball. If you want a bucket, if you want him to do what he's good at, get him the ball and he'll go do what he's good at, which is about 13 points a game, about 7 rebounds. He's a pretty good passer, averages almost 3 assists. He's a solid dude. Now, the question is, does this tell you that they love Carter Bryant? Does this tell you that they think Carter Bryant's coming along? No. I think it does, because I don't think that that we're going to see the number of minutes from Tobias that he's offered up until this point. I think he's going to be a starter. I think he's going to have to be a starter.
I think he is too.
But I think Carter Bryant's going to play a lot more minutes, or is going to be in a position to go earn a lot more minutes throughout the season.
Yeah, this is a guy who is. It feels like every time he gets somewhere, it's like, why did they pay him that?
Yeah.
I've never understood it. This dude's made I saw a thing pop up. Tobias Harris, in his career, has made $100 million more than Draymond Green has in the NBA.
His dad was his agent for a long time, so that also helps. His dad actually represented Gervin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's some family conversations that went on in the preparation of this deal.
But think about that. Like, Draymond's 4-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champion, Defensive Player of the Year. Like, he's been All-NBA, 9-time All-Defensive Team.
He's the Kirk Cousins of the NBA.
Tobias Harris, 0 All-Stars, 0 Conference Finals appearances, 0 All-Defensive Teams, and he's made over $100 million more.
Kirk Cousins. Certainly he was. Most of that money came in that Brooklyn deal. They paid through the freaking nose for him, and again, I've always felt like all the way back to Tennessee. When did he come out? Like 2010, 9, 10?
11-ish,
way
12.
back when.
Yeah.
He always felt like he acted and played like he was better than he was. And sometimes that's a good thing because he has no fear. But, he writes a lot of checks that his body and skill cannot cash. And some nights it rolls. He's a streaky dude. He had a 30-burger in the playoffs. I mean, he can get buckets, but there's other nights when stop it. Dude, you're not all that. You need to settle down. And I think that as he's aged, we've got less of that, but there's still that in him.
He has played on. This is going to be his 6th team, although he's had 2 stints in Detroit. He's been in one place longer. He's had one stint with a team that was longer than 3 years in the entire. Even when he got drafted, 1st-round pick, 19th overall pick in the 2011 draft. He was drafted by Charlotte, goes to Milwaukee on draft day. Yeah. So he's a Milwaukee Buck. After 2 years, the Bucks moved on from him.
Well, he never really played. He didn't get going until that next move is when he really. The best thing you can say about a guy like that, and you can quantify him, it's a journeyman for sure. But journeymen are journeymen because they do things well. Every team will take him because I know exactly what I'm getting. And that's the Spurs. This isn't a glorious pick, but they know exactly what they're getting.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. He is.
And he's cheap.
Relatively, yeah.
2-year in and out, cheap.
Yeah. No. He's gonna eat up a bunch of minutes, and we'll see. To me, it almost kind of. I was more excited to see more from Carter Bryant and more from the 2 guys that they drafted.
Well, I think you will, man. Because the other thing about him is he's a very big small. He plays bigger. He's not a dominant type of power forward. He's more of a stretch power forward. He can hit a 3, and he's not going to be dominant on the paint, down in the paint. He's not that guy. Now, he's got a weak side rebounder. His numbers show that. But Carter Bryant is physically can do things that Tobias never dreamed of being able to do. Yeah. At his peak, he can't do. And so I do think that there's some mentorship that's coming. But because of the way that he plays, Tobias Harris plays, it's going to provide room. I think he'll play a lot of times when we're small at guard. He'll be playing kind of a big small forward, and we'll have one of those athletic biggins in there with Wemby. I think it's kind of shift and open some of the room for a Carter Bryant to be a little bit more athletic. I think at the end of the season,
then to me, you've got less of the your guards on the floor, which is the strength of your team.
It is, but I'm talking about a 3-guard Tobias Harris and big moving guy, and I think we're going to see a lot of that small kind of lineup that will allow our guards to do that because Tobias can guard 3 guys. He can go down to a 2, at least in his peak. But this is not anything other than, he's a part. Yeah. This wasn't a massive addition, but it's like time. We kept the boat going straight. We got a guy. We know exactly what he can do. We know the minutes that he's going to be able to give. We know his stats. They're not going to change unless we decide they will, It
did kind of bum me out because it put a nail in the LeBron coffin for the Spurs. Like, that would have been...
In my heart, as the day went on, AJ, and there was no talk of and really it was all quiet on the LeBron front, I was thinking, the likelihood of this is getting more and more possible. And then it popped through, and I thought, well, this is more Spurs-like than it is.
It's a very... You know what, the move? It's a very safe move.
Very Spurs-like. Very safe.
There's nothing sexy about Tobias Harris. And for once in his career, you're actually getting him at what it seems like a bit of a discount.
They have that trade, and you make the deal, and it says you've added 5 games to your. I wonder what his plus was. I bet he added a game, and he certainly wasn't a minus when we signed him. You know what I mean? But I bet when you add his stats and everything we saw last year, that we might win 1 or 2 more games. So that's a net positive for a little bit of money.
Although this is a guy who's in year 15 or
he's
16.
Old, man.
I mean,
he's 30. He's 33 and on the other side of high athleticism. Yeah, but he's savvy. And he comes from a basketball family. Like I said, his dad is an agent. His brothers and his sisters played ball. I think there might be a little bit of a coach's mentality to him because he did kind of grow up in the game like that. So the mentorship, which Harrison Barnes has, that's the reason he's getting paid $8 million, is just to be that uncle. Maybe Tobias is also going to bring that. I don't know enough personally about him. I hope that's part of the gig for him. But the idea of mentorship for Carter Bryant seems appropriate as well because the skill set that Tobias has, Carter Bryant could use.
Yep, and he's got some playoff experience. Not a lot, but I mean, I say not a lot. He's been to the playoffs a lot of times. Just hasn't done much when his teams have gotten there. He actually this year played the most playoff games in his career. Played 14 playoff games with Detroit this year,
and not bad. Had a good playoff. He did.
He was decent. So I'll
It's a B. I mean, depending on how you quantify it, could be an A.
I'll go C+. I think it's a C+. I think it's a.
No, that's middle of the road. That's about right.
Yeah,
I mean, but if he does, like I said, do what he did in Detroit, I promise you, and I start judging a lot of stuff by the pickups now. If he was on our team, we don't lose that game by that 30-point lead. We don't lose that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is, my biggest beef with Tobias Harris is sometimes he does get into that mode where he thinks, I'll chuck a shot, it'll go in, and then it doesn't, and he's like, I'll chuck another one, it'll go in.
That's that arrogance that has bothered me.
There's a bit of a chucker mentality to him.
I hope he's aged out. Man.
Well, we'll see.
We got enough chuckers.
We will see. He shot 29% from three in the playoffs.
No, he's going to fit right in.
29% from three in the playoffs this season.
Perfect.
Just doing. Remember when Detroit was like, we need anybody besides Cade to score us like a point. Can any of you guys do it?
Not outside the paint, I can't.
No, Tobias was trying. I'll chuck some, but we'll see.
Well, he got 30. He did get a 30 burger. He did rip off 30, so he did get hot at least once.
Yeah, 29%.
Like I said, fits right in. It's perfect fit for us.
All right, we'll be right back. It's Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall at Loop 410 northbound at Ingram that they quickly moved off a main lane. It's off to the shoulder. Road work on 35 southbound from Evans on down to Olympia Parkway. 2 right lanes closed. It's about a 5-minute delay. Stop and go from FM 3009. And 35 southbound Randolph Boulevard roadway reduced to 1 lane. Little bit of a delay from 1604. If you guys see something we're not talking about this early morning, call us on the traffic tip line so we can go and check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for DraftKings. Did you know that DraftKings is live in all 50 states? Yes, that means us here in Texas. Win or go home. That's it. The World Cup knockout round, and DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Texas, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage, right in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with code 941SportsStar. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 941SportsStar in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead, sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
250 years ago, freedom wasn't broadcast. It was declared. Ink on paper, voices in rooms, a bold idea called independence. Today, that same spirit travels farther than ever, through every speaker, every car, every home. For over a century, radio has carried America's voice. This 4th of July, we celebrate 250 years of freedom and the sound that keeps it alive.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti.
If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the last 2 days of the NBA free agent frenzy have been crazy.
The Spurs get Tobias Harris. They lose out on Jaylen Brown if they were actually ever in it.
And Team USA, all the reaction to that big game last night.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yeah.
It's a getaway Thursday.
This is an arch criminal.
How do you define an arch criminal?
Well, someone who does, like, when I read the story, I'm like, really? That's what you were doing?
Well, to me, an arch criminal is somebody, dude, you enjoy this. Like, dude, you look forward to breaking and entering. You must have liked this.
Well, a fellow in Egan, Minnesota, there's a business asking for the public's help. 2 people.
I hope I can help.
I don't think you can. They broke into this place called Duck. It's a claw machine arcade.
I don't know what that means.
Like, you know the
scoopers. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's it. So it's a place that steals money, is what that is.
Yes. They broke in at 3:44 in the morning, and inside these claw machines, like, claw machines are now up to where, like, you can get real stuff in them, like not
gold
stuffed
bricks.
animals.
I've seen Rolexes in Vegas. Yeah,
you can get some good stuff out of these things. Well, in one of the machines, one of the things you could get was Pokemon cards.
Ooh,
and
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. And when they broke in, that's what they were after, was these Pokemon cards.
That's an arch criminal.
What ends up being $30,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
See, in my house, that would be like 600 pounds. You know what I mean? It's because I have no cards of any value. It'd be by the weight.
Now, these are the ones they're the PSA graded.
So they've already been encased. We know there's value there. So is that like 5 or 6 of them, you figure? 7, 8, 10 of them?
They say that the list is still there's 20 cards confirmed stolen so far.
All right.
But they're still being cataloged.
So are cards serial numbered?
The They are serial number. If they're PSA graded, they are serial number.
So somebody has a tracking method of these things. Okay.
Like if they said, okay, if they show up on eBay or something,
right.
Yeah, they can be they could be.
So this would be a difficult crime to get away with unless you already had the channels for delivery. Like you already had I'm going to use a cop. I follow a lot of cop shows. He's already got a fence.
Now,
he's
already got a buyer.
Yeah, got a buyer, got a fence.
Now, if the person who steals this happens to be 15 years old, he probably doesn't know any better. Or if he's a meth head, he probably didn't know any better.
No, just was grabbing cards. I get that.
But
a 15-year-old might know better. He might be knowing exactly what he's chasing.
To me, this feels like a pro.
Yeah.
This is a pro job.
Down with the Pokemon pros, anyway. Mm-hmm.
$30,000.
So he got away with it.
So far. They're asking anyone who recognizes the suspects. They've got pictures of the suspects.
Let me guess, 5'10".
And it says if you've got any information about the burglary or you see those particular cards being graded, to contact the store.
And what town was this?
Egan, Minnesota. It also says the arcade's also asking anyone who visited the location in days before the burglary and has photos or videos of the display cases to share them, because the images could help identify what else was stolen.
What do you think the chances are they find these guys?
Man,
I think it's pretty slim.
I think I'd say sub.
I think if
sub
they're coming
10%.
out and going, did anybody come by in the last week and talk to us?
Sub 10%.
I think these are gone into the ether.
Yep. I think they got you, man.
The cards are laying next to old lady Guthrie,
and like they took what they came for. They weren't. They knew they wanted those Pokemon cards.
It could be like a band of really smart 12-year-olds.
And
this could be a Netflix.
It could
movie.
be
the great Pokemon heist.
$30,000 worth of Pokemon cards. That's wild.
One of those things where they go, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you do? And you're like, well, I'd buy Apple stock.
Yeah.
But I would also buy cards.
My brother had mountains of Pokemon cards.
We had them with my kids, yeah.
But you know what he did?
Took zero care of.
Yeah, they were toys.
Yeah.
And then they got handed to my kids, and they used them like toys. And
unfortunately, I taught them to do that because I didn't take care of my baseball, basketball, football cards in the 70s. Those were all toys. There was no saving, and I learned my lesson from you that, man, I wish I'd have had a notebook and a hermetically sealed vault.
So what's funny is I did take care of my cards, but I would have never in a million years guessed that Pokemon cards would be a thing still.
Well,
it's like
you're right. I wouldn't have, but given how popular they were with my kids, and my oldest is now 30, now they're kind of like into the card, and they know what they were. So it's not surprising, but I would have never thought they would have been as valuable as. You know what I mean?
No way. All right, let's take a quick break, wrap up hour number one on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
That poor dog at the Marlins game, they had their bring your dog to the ballpark, and there's some couple that's feeding a full-on hot dog to their dog.
It's dog day.
And so this couple's giving their dog a hot dog, and there's another dog in the background that's just staring.
It looks miserable.
Well, looks like I want some of that.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
I know hot dogs are expensive at ballparks, but come on. You got to pinch some of that off and giving it to the other dog.
Good Lord, Joe.
Well, they could have done that.
You never want to pinch anything off and share.
Well, that was a hell of a headline, Blitz.
You hungry? You need some cookies?
Well, for a hot dog, you got one of those?
Not handy.
All right.
I'll pinch you something off.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that pledge.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
America is having the biggest birthday party ever.
250 years old.
That's like a lot of candles. And you can't have the best birthday party without the best fireworks. Mr. W Fireworks has everything you need to make America's 250th totally unforgettable.
The lowest prices around.
Seriously, nobody beats them.
Nobody.
No sneaky fees, no crazy markups. just awesome fireworks at real low prices. And go to MrWFireworks.com to find a location near you. Mr. W Fireworks.
Because 250 only happens once.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I've got to run to San Diego for a few days. When I left my wife this morning, I told her I will see you next Tuesday. She slapped me. You don't remember what see you next Tuesday stands for?
Oh, yes.
Air traffic controllers use it as well to pilots who piss them off.
Do they?
Now, it's time for Plane Talk with your captain, J.D. Ryan.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 26th through July 6th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only, some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You didn't have any more USA songs, Edwin? You give up?
I'm saving them for later.
You haven't figured out how to make my camera work yet, huh? Watch what happens when I talk. It shows an empty chair. Now you talk, Rob. See what happens.
Poke this one. Poke them on.
See? When Rob talks, it shows his picture. When I talk,
it shows a ghost.
There's a ghost in the machine. Later on in the show, you talk about arch criminal. I've got one of the wildest stories. It's got a little bit of everything. I'll give you a preview of what it's got. It's got a pedophile.
All right.
It's got letter to inmates.
Oh.
It's got a hitman. It's got a wood chipper.
Ah.
And it's got a gore website.
Sounds like a Coen Brothers movie for sure.
Oh, Bubba.
You throw in a gore website and a wood chipper.
Ooh,
that's your friend in the wood chipper.
Yeah, we got. There's a lot going on with that one. I think you're going to like it. 210-656-3776 is the phone number if you want to get in on the show today. If you have thoughts about Team USA or about Tobias Harris,
or
we'll allow it.
The balance of power shifting in the East with a crazy ass trade.
You know what? Yeah, we'll talk about that coming up in the next hour. The Jaylen Brown situation, which is kind of wild.
Percolate on that for a minute.
Speed of percolating, you know what a lot of people are asking about? Our Red Diamond tea advertisements.
Okay. I haven't brought it up because I didn't want to belabor the point. We still don't have Red Diamond sweet tea in HEB.
You saw I sent you some when I was out
in Lakey, right?
Lakey, Texas.
In Lakey?
Yeah.
Well, they have skipped our region as of Monday afternoon.
This is like a mom and pop grocery store, and who knows how long that sweet tea sits there.
Man, I'll make the drive. I'm legit. It's now been a week. Someone needs to tell me what's going on.
Ding.
I'm telling you. The sad thing is, I might have gotten through the withdrawals. I think
you're over it?
I spent a couple of days trembling and sweaty
through
visiting the Care Bears, but I think I've come out the other side where I don't necessarily need it anymore.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to jump right back on that train.
Oh, man.
Are you kidding? I need those endorphins. I need that sweet sugar taste. Another sad thing is I've actually found a brand that is not nearly as good. What could be, but that is close.
Okay.
So I'm not
a reasonable.
But actually,
substitute.
I have really dropped down. But what are they saying on the Brigade Bar? Like
they're just laughing at the fact that we have commercials playing, but you can't find it anywhere.
Maybe the commercials are working way too well.
Maybe like you need to say like, hey, I need a real endorsement here, and don't pay me in money.
Don't trust me. I've tried. You can pay me in product. I will be a happy endorser. The only problem is if I got that kind of deal, it might kill me.
You're probably
and
right.
it would end my friendship and relationship with Dr. Torres over at the Institute for Functional Health because I'm skirting that line with this. That's my one and only sin.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it is my one and ongoing sin.
I mean, you're sitting here eating donuts in the morning every day.
Yeah, but I monitor that. I do. I mean, I'm allowed to have a certain amount of sugar a day, and I make sure I get it in the morning. So, yeah, I do have it, but that's it. So this is my one and only sin in the evening because the way with the Institute and some of the plans are there's fasting. And then there's also stacking the way you consume your carbohydrates and your proteins and all that. So I'm allowed what I have.
Brian Bass Fishing says they got it at Walmart, dude.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, the last Walmart I checked, at least up in Leon Springs, did not.
There's one right down the road.
I'm going to have to hit that one. But I thought, if it's not at one, it's probably not at all.
I don't know.
But thank you for the invite. Tell me about it. I'm going to be there.
All right. We are 1 hour down. 3 more to go. Plenty to get into, including the wildest story ever. We'll talk about that coming up as well. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Kohl's knows summer comes with a few family debates, like what's the best ice cream flavor, or who gets the good pool noodle. But when it comes to Kohl's summer outfits, everyone's in agreement. They're comfy, they're cool, they're stylish, and they're here to make everyone's summer feel a little easier. Shop now for looks that the whole family will sign off on at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles, some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay continues to be on 35. This is due to road work, northeast side. Southbound 35, Judson to O'Connor. 2 right lanes are closed. Just the left lane open. It's about a 15-minute delay. Slow from Evans. On 410 northbound at Ingram, that's a stall off to the shoulder. Another at I-10 westbound Heidner. And I-10 westbound Bernie Stage Road, disabled vehicle right shoulder blocked. In Seguin, I-10 eastbound at 90, getting reports of an accident. That's got you stop and go from Schwab Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. According to Mark Stein, after the Harris signing, Spurs are now out on free agent LeBron James as he's no longer considered an option despite his willingness to accept a minimum deal. Finally, in the World Cup, USA, they took down Bosnia-Herzegovina 2-0 on to the round of 16 where they'll take on Belgium on Monday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. And in fact, not just a Thursday. For some of us, it's a Friday. It's the final day, our final day of the week here.
Our final day of the 249th year of our great country.
Oh, yes. I've been alive for many of them, but not all. Not all. You, on the other hand, you've seen it all.
I've seen it a lot.
You've seen it all.
Remember the days of dirt roads and horses.
Ah, yes. I remember a couple dirt roads. I've seen some.
When Alamo was out of town.
Nearby San Antonio.
Honest to God, when I used to drive the riverboats, and it happened, and it was the question was asked more than once: why did they build the Alamo in town?
Yeah, that's a tough question to answer.
How did they fight the fight in town like that?
Yeah, did the Wax Museum, was that was it set up as an outpost?
Yeah. What role did Ripley's play in the Battle of the Alamo?
I'm actually reading a book right now. Well, not right now. I'm doing a radio show right now, but the book that I'm reading right now is called "Forget the Alamo," and it's
them's fighting words.
They are, but it's sort of a telling of it talks about how maybe the history of the Alamo it has been a bit inflated, and
and then fighting words.
I know, but I like to.
I do know that.
I like to see things from all perspectives.
It's pretty consistently true that history is written by the victors.
Yes, except Texas didn't win the Alamo,
but we won the war.
Yeah,
we got to write the history.
Yes.
So yeah, the glory and glamour of the defending Alamo types certainly has been expanded, but this is Texas.
And the idea that Santa Anna was like this bloodthirsty warmonger, when really literally 2 months before the Alamo, he and Stephen F. Austin was writing about how generous Santa Anna had been to the cause for Texians.
Well, Santa Anna was no prize.
No, but what it turns out that what Texans wanted more than anything else was slave labor.
Oh yeah,
and
we've lessened that.
Yeah,
we have not, because the Mexicans did not.
No, the Mexicans were very anti, and like basically they had made a rule like, okay, we'll allow you to have slave, like if you can act right, but then the Texans couldn't. We couldn't even act right then when they gave us what we wanted.
I blame all the boys from Tennessee.
Probably. Well, and then after, even Davy Crockett was like, no, I don't need the slaves. I'm
just here for the fun.
Yeah. But it talks about how when the Constitution was written, Texas is still to this day the only Constitution written in history that guaranteed slavery. It said black men will never be free in the Republic of Texas, and there was some at least according to this book, and you can believe what you want to believe. I'm not a historian, but
I think there's a grain of truth there, but I would beg to differ on some of that.
I think that almost every tale of the Alamo, one way or the other, whichever side you believe, has been inflated over the years.
Well, that's exactly history,
including like,
hey man, we got trinkets to sell, man.
First chapter of the book, broke something to me that I didn't know.
What's that?
Ozzy never pissed on the Alamo.
Yes, he did. He did. That is,
he pissed on the cenotaph thing.
Well, he's pissed on the cenotaph.
Yeah. So not on the actual
but
Alamo
it's still
itself.
Part of the Alamo.
I know, but
it's like saying he didn't piss on the wall, but he pissed on a fence. Well, it's still it's the same. The reason I know that is on that night I was taking driver's ed with Rhodes Driving School. And a lot of people in San Antonio learn to drive with Rhodes. And on that night, we literally dropped our teacher off at the show and drove the car back to the Rhodes Driving School.
Yeah.
And when we were driving back, the three of us in the car who were, 15 without driver's licenses, this is when all the cops were right there. I saw the whole commotion when it went down as we drove by.
Because it was like in the morning, right?
It was afternoon because I was out of school and we had done our driving and we were dropping off our teacher and we were going to take the car back.
Yeah.
Which, a crime was occurring. And so we're like all 15-year-olds stopped in this traffic jam because the downtown cops had seen him and his group taking a leak on the cenotaph.
Well, it said he actually wasn't with a group because he and the band had been fighting, and he walked out. Sharon took his clothes so he wouldn't leave the hotel room. So when he actually went out and peed on the cenotaph, he was wearing a green robe that
I never saw him.
It was her robe.
Oh, really?
So the sleeves came up to his forearms, and he was plastered. As the story's told, he had no idea. He didn't do this as a publicity stunt.
I don't think that was
he was
the case.
just that.
This was when he was still eating bats.
Yeah, he was so far gone that he just had no idea what he had done was so, and he didn't know what the Alamo was.
And I think when it went down, for the most part, we laughed. And it's one of those things that over the years, the anger has grown. When at that time, that was just par for the course for Ozzy and Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and the bands ripping towns apart as they toured.
What I will guarantee is in the last week, a homeless person has peed on that cenotaph.
Last week, I
was with Rob, actually.
No, I would never do such things.
No. But yeah, it's
adjacent. I'm not saying I'm above it.
I guarantee you there's been kids in the with their parents in the Alamo, and they're like, I gotta go, Mom. I don't have time to get to the bath, and they peed in one of those in
a sink
pools or whatever there,
and left a dirty diper just sitting on a park bench. That wouldn't be the first time.
So I'm learning a little bit more about Texas history.
I was always a fan. I hope they talk about Juan Seguin.
They talk about him quite a bit.
Seguin was a great man.
Yeah, they say he's probably the most unheralded hero of the Alamo.
He was a key part of my tour. I talked a lot about him,
and that's because because like you said, the people who get to write history are the people who won the war, and white people won the war. So guys like Juan Seguin and Lorenzo de Zavala, de Zavala, who was he was going to be the president of Mexico someday.
And he chose us.
Yeah, and he chose to help our cause, even though he didn't have slaves. He didn't care about any of that stuff, but he that's the cause that he chose. and became the vice president of the Republic of Texas at some point, and wrote our Constitution because this was a guy, and it says that Seguin and De Zavala was like Mexican royalty basically, and Seguin was a very not royalty, but he was a
military man,
a highly respected family, and these were both men who had gone into rooms with like really fancy white people in Europe and been treated like one of them, and then they would walk into a bar in San Antonio and everybody would shut up and nobody would talk to them. Like they'd never dealt with that, and they still were on our side, which I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff.
It sounds like a good read.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. All right, enough of history class with AJ. But yeah, I think you'd be into the book if you gave it a shot. There's a couple people asking on the Brigade Bar, and 210-656-3776 if you want to get in with us and talk about it. People talking about the Tobias move and whether or not that's it. There's a lot of people still talking about Rui Hachimura. That ain't happening, I don't think.
I think Rui – the problem with Rui is I think we could have afforded him. It appears by everybody I've heard from within and without is they're not going to spend any more money for 2 years. 2 years was the limit on a contract they were going to sign. And Rui would naturally want a third with a player option. So, play great. I get out and get paid more. And if I play okay and I like it, I can stay at whatever dollar amount we agreed to. And they weren't just not going to do that.
Yeah, they don't want to extend into the years that they're going to have to pay
Steph first,
Wemby, Castle, and Harper in back-to-back years.
And given the kind of built-in kind of box that they were going to have to stick to, that really limited the dudes you're going to get. So you're limited to guys that are 33 that might be signing their last deal.
It looks like the team's most likely to go after Hachimura. One is the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen.
Well,
that's for him anyway. I mean, that's
too.
purgatory.
I agree, but as a team that's trying to get to the playoffs, they got Michael Porter, they got Julius Randle, yeah. But that's what they're that's apparently the front runner to land Rui Hachimura.
I'm surprised Minnesota's not harder in on this.
But I think I don't know. Who knows what Minnesota's doing? They're an S show. But I do think that there's a handful of places that will want to give Hachimura a 3 or 4 year deal. And that was never going to be an option for the Spurs. That is what it boils down to. So I don't think I certainly don't think the Spurs think Hachimura is a lesser player than Tobias Harris because I don't think anybody in the league thinks that.
Oh, no, he's everything he's what we drew up. And the sad thing is, his agent knows that's what we drew up and we need. He knows, the league knows, and the value just doubled because he's a guy that's in demand. Because not only does he have the skill set where he can stretch the court, he played better in the playoffs.
Yeah, and as the Lakers have made all their moves, it kind of feels almost like a foregone conclusion that he's not going to be back there.
One problem he has is he's too dark. That team looks a little pale.
Oh.
Have you seen this Lakers? Have you heard people upset with the potential all-white starting lineup with the Lakers?
No.
Oh, Stephen A. was not happy.
Really?
Not happy. The Lakers looking a little pale.
I'll be damned. I guess I hadn't considered it, but now it's like
Kessler, Luka, Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves. Well, Rivers was a little light too, but that's a whole other thing. I'm serious. It was a very strange afternoon around the basketball world with everybody looking at that Lakers potential starting roster, and you're like,
wow,
not
weird
quite
is that?
Representative of your typical NBA crowd.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I didn't know that was a well, I mean, you can't sign too many whites.
There's not enough.
I mean, that's 3.
Everybody needs a coach's kid who is a gym rat. It's kind of like the way you describe a wide receiver. If I start giving you keywords, you're describing Pritchard. Gym rat, played for his dad, led the team in assists and minutes. What else? 3-yard quickness, great shooter.
Because I guess Mamu could start for the Lakers.
Yeah, they brought in Mamu at power, Walker at 5, Mamu at 4, Luka at 3 or 2, Reeves at 2. What's the best white point guard in the league right now?
I don't know, but it's the Snowtime Lakers.
Dude, little light there.
All right, I got to tell you about the San Antonio Gunslingers. That's right. Hey, a week from Saturday, they're going to be back in town taking on the Orlando Pirates. The hated Pirates. Everybody hates the Pirates except Rob, who lived in Orlando for some time. Yeah, Rob comes in here with his eye patch all the time. Oh, Pirates are going to smoke the Gunslingers. I don't believe in that. I think the Gunslingers are going to get the job done, and you want to be there to watch it when it happens. The sagunslingers.com is the website, sagunslingers.com. Go check it out. You'll find out all details about the team, the league, and how to get tickets. It is a great time, fun for the whole family. I'm telling you, I can't wait to get out there with my boys, and you are right on top of the action. That is the coolest thing. Rob and I went to a game last year. I mean, we're talking to the players as the game went on. That's how close you are to the action. You can put your hands on it. It's very cool, and it's a very affordable experience for the family. So if you're not looking to pay a mortgage payment to go out and have a good day of football with the kids, this is a good place to start. sagunslingers.com for ticket info. Make sure you get down to the Freeman July 11th for that matchup against the Orlando Pirates.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the last 2 days of the NBA free agent frenzy have been crazy.
The Spurs get Tobias Harris. They lose out on Jaylen Brown if they were actually ever in it.
And Team USA, all the reaction to that big game last night.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Arasti, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row of every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. The U.S. moving on in the World Cup in Santa Clara, a 2-0 win over Bosnia-Herzegovina. Fowler and Balogun scored in the first half. Malik Tillman on a free kick in the second. In both halves, the U.S. put the ball in the net, but got called for an offsides, and it had to overcome Balogun's red card. He landed on the ankle of a Bosnian player, so the U.S. played the last 30 minutes with only 10, and because of the red card, Balogun, who scored twice in the first U.S. victory, can't play Monday in Seattle when the U.S. goes for only its second quarterfinal since 1930. Will take on Belgium, ranked 9th in the world. Belgium was minutes from losing to Senegal, rallied to win 3-2 in overtime. England rallied to beat Congo DR 2-1. Harry Kane scored both the goals. First game today is in Los Angeles, 3 Eastern. Spain against Austria. Portugal later takes on Croatia in Toronto. John Stashower, Westwood One Sports.
O'Reilly. Help increase your vehicle's performance with Lucas Fuel Treatment at O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system can increase performance and fuel economy. Simply add it to your tank at your next fill-up to eliminate carbon and varnish deposits. Get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Treatment for just $9, plus 2 times points at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Oh, yes, Rob. Here we go. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
I think we have to drink a
and
shot.
I won't forget
for the rest of the weekend.
Who died.
Every time you hear this,
right to me,
you got to down a Budweiser.
Stand up next to you and defend her still
Not
today.
a Bud Light, AJ. A real Bud.
Bud Heavy.
Bud.
God bless the USA.
I need me a Bud Heavy.
Hey, Edwin, turn on my yeah. Don't turn that down.
Revel in it.
Right.
We're in the round of 16.
Oh.
Well, you never get tired of it, do you? It never gets old.
America's tune.
Just gives you chills.
That's right. Every time. Edwin, good job. You figured out the camera situation. What'd you do? What'd you figure?
I just called Halen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
called the help desk. That's always a good thing to do.
That dude's got to hate his job. It's like everything that goes wrong, we have to call that guy.
You know, we broadcast from the top of the Tower of Americas. There's a lot of radio stations that have a thing, I don't know what the term is, up at the top of the tower. And they've been doing a lot of work up there over the last week, like repainting and doing some stuff. So Halen's been hanging out at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
In that bat cave they call the transponder room.
Oh, I'm sure that's been
God, it's got to be
fun.
horrifying. It's like a Netflix movie up there.
Oh, yeah. We've got a lot to get into today. 210-656-3776 if you want to be a part of the show with us. We're making a conscious effort to invite you guys to be part of the show.
You just got to make the call.
Yeah, we're not.
The door's open.
If you want, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But we are.
That if you don't call, we're going to make fun of you.
That too.
Behind the scenes.
But
we're mocking you.
Yeah. But preferably only talk, call in if
you call in.
You have something fun to talk about, or we're talking about what we're talking about on topic.
You can just pass the time.
Well,
sometimes people just need a voice. You know what I mean? We're here to help.
Preferably, no. We'll see.
If you have any questions, problems, we can solve them.
Yeah. I guess we can do that.
Anything.
Yeah, you need dating advice?
All of that. We're happily married. We know what we're doing.
Which, damn right. Well, married. We're married.
Well, I mean. See, I didn't even answer that. That's how good I am at that.
You are getting good at it.
I'm so good at this, I didn't even answer
that.
That's
wrong. Speaking of dating, today's Reddit on Reddit, which we're going to get back into. We've got another Reddit on Reddit that we'll do later on in the show. It really is.
The thing about Reddit is when I go through it, I come out thinking I am so intelligent. I come out thinking, you know what? I am in the upper 2%.
You might be.
I'm above this. I'm above this crowd.
But the topic today is dating app horror stories.
See, that's things I'm very comfortable in watching because I never have to take a part in it.
Yeah, I've never had to be on a dating app, so I'm fascinated by them.
I am too. I've just never had to do any of that, and I have no concept of what it's like to swipe right or left.
Nope. But we will. We'll see what the folks on Reddit have gone through.
Now I send
coming
pics.
up in the 8 o'clock hour.
Now I've always sent the pictures. I figure most of the women I meet want to see what my junk looks like.
Oh, I think
so. I've always sent that.
No,
I just didn't know.
I think most women don't like.
I kind of want to know what theirs looks like. I just got it was kind of mutual.
Yeah,
just get that out of the way.
Yeah, I actually don't think.
Brett Favre and I had talked about this for years.
See, you gave him.
I figured it didn't work for him, but maybe it'll work for me.
You gave him the advice.
I just talked to him about how do you meet girls.
Yeah. Claymore says that Stephen A. wasn't angry. He was just saying you can't win with 3 white dudes.
I don't know if that's better or worse. Hey, bro. Hey, man!
When you were angry, I was okay with it. Now I'm just offended.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, what are you talking about? Haven't you seen Hoosiers?
You're telling me
I can make it. What?
You're telling me if Joker and Luka were on the same team, that wouldn't be the favorite to win an NBA title?
Yeah, it would be.
I think it would be.
It'd be slow.
Yeah.
It'd be dull, but there wouldn't be any dunks.
Damn. Said
they can't win.
They can't win.
Man.
Damn. Maybe you
don't know what I can do.
Maybe you've heard of Danny Ainge, Kevin McHale, and Larry Bird.
Larry Legend.
Yeah. All three of them on the floor at the same time.
Maybe you've never heard of
crisp passing.
John Koncak and Tom Lagarde.
Free throw excellence.
You've never seen the greatness of Mark Olberding. You don't know what Billy Paltz can do.
I don't even know of those white guys. I feel like you're making up
You've never
whiteys
seen
now.
the greatness of Dwayne Shintius?
No.
Oh, the graceful Craig Elo?
A lot of people.
Tell me.
Josh says USA wins last night and you didn't hit the USA button. Disappointed in you, AJ. Well, maybe I'm disappointed in you.
You
for
got
not
here
showing
late,
up
fool.
at the beginning of the show when I was all over it. Yeah. USA 2-0, as they say in the business. Not 2-0, 2-0. And Ayatollah says, I'm officially a Mexico fan.
I kind of am, too.
The fact that they play that pandering idiot West Virginia song after games is obnoxious and idiotic.
Who's they?
The U.S.
I was kind of surprised at that, too. I thought
Country
the Germans.
roads?
I thought the Germans had taken that.
Why would the Germans take country roads?
Dude, I have been to Germany twice, and they love them some John Denver.
Really?
You will not go in a bar and not hear country roads. They love. So I thought the Germans had taken that. The Brits have Oasis.
Okay.
We should be able to come up with our own.
Yeah.
I was kind of taken aback by that song, too.
But what do you mean come up with our own?
Well, I mean, I'll give it to the Germans. They've been doing this for a long I'm talking. This was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but the Germans,
they
they weren't playing country roads when they were playing.
But in Germany, they do. So I thought the Germans had secured that as their
they have
own.
not.
And the Brits, like I said, Oasis.
But Oasis
I
is
get
their
it.
band.
Yeah, I get it. But it should
John
be
Denver's ours.
But I thought we had ceded it to them like 20 years ago. We could be singing Katy Perry or Oak Ridge Boys or Gatlin Brothers or something. I thought we had given that to them. And then when I heard it yesterday, I get the fact that it's ours. But why are we celebrating of all the states West Virginia?
I don't really understand. It is a catchy tune, though.
It is, and it's an easy one to sing along with.
Yeah.
But it really isn't ours in that I think we could have done better.
Yeah. If Born in the USA didn't have the...
it's hard to sing in unison.
The angry connotation
to
it.
When you really listen to the words, this is not a glorification of our country.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
So, I don't know. I don't know. what like, somebody needs to come up with a new, catchy...
Right.
Why hasn't Kid Rock done that? Isn't he the most patriotic singer out there? Can't he come up with an unofficial anthem for us that just rocks?
I'm sure that it would have to be... the thing is, it'd have to cross several cultural boundaries.
But it just has to be a big enough song to play in a stadium.
And we have to be able to
rock.
sing it. It has to have a long kind of closing verse.
Yeah, ba with the ba, to bang, diggy, diggy, said the boogie, said up, jump the
That's
boogie.
hard.
That's hard for everybody to get on the same.
Although it'd be fun.
It's hard to harmonize.
And then I feel uncomfortable saying, my name is...
Yeah, but that's not even your name. That's one guy's name.
That's what I'm saying. I can't... What am I going to do there?
That's one guy's
Our name is... No, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know either. I would guess that the German song would be David Hasselhoff, right?
You'd assume, but name the song. He doesn't. He's just he's a singer. He's a triple threat over there.
If I would be,
it's more about the talent.
What about Rammstein?
Now, see, that's what I would have expected. Honestly, you see a bunch of Germans marching down the street singing that. Look out!
That would be good. Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Aren't the Scorpions Germany?
Yeah.
They've got some songs they could play.
Scorpions.
What's the other one? Kraftwerk?
Yeah, but that's a little bit too digital for Klaus Meine.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think maybe Scorpions is the that might be that should be maybe.
Maybe we do something. Rock You Like a Hurricane. That might be doable.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We'll take theirs.
Yeah?
I think it's Rammstein. I think we got to go that route.
Well, they're out anyway.
That's what I said. We can take it as Americans. We can take it.
Germany's no longer a soccer power.
Did you see what the coach said?
No.
The reason they lost is because they all brought their wags, and there was internal strife. The women were getting in the way of the practices. The wags were the reason the Germans lost.
If your head's not in the game.
Frau Mueller.
Yeah, if your head's not in the game.
You know?
Why do you think, everybody looks back at the, remember when Tim Duncan almost left?
Oh.
And they wouldn't let his wife on the plane?
They wouldn't let, That's
because Orlando's a serious franchise.
Yes,
serious.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
And
they look at their record.
Since then, nothing but success.
Over and over.
Nothing but
There's one thing after another with them. They're great.
No, but I would say can't you can, your wife can come, but she's not going to stay at the team hotel.
I think this was about dudes are in town and then they go play over here, and that's where the girlfriend is and the wife is over here. And I think there was.
Oh, you think there's drama?
I think there was a lot. The way he was talking, it felt like dudes had several women, and it just got in the way. And then there was, it'll take your legs. You know, they were wore out.
Frau Drescher, meet me in Seattle.
Frau Bucha.
Maybe that's it.
She did things for the team.
Well, I don't.
Little things made them happy.
Yeah.
They lost their legs though.
Well, at least that's what he blamed, not the McDonald's or something. That'd be like,
well,
they go to America and they eat the McDonald's and they are fat and lazy.
It's not the players, it's the girls, the fraus.
Nobody help us with a dietitian. It's just McDonald's. All my players eat.
And the boom boom.
And now they are fat. Drink the Bud Light.
Well, the Germans, they represented. They just didn't drink us out of house and home like the Scots.
No, but also they're pros.
They are.
Yeah, you can't drink Germany out of beer.
Seriously, I wonder what the abuse that team has taken at home.
Oh, I bet it's bad.
I bet it is.
I bet it's bad. Yeah, but good. They deserve it.
And we put it on. Well, we didn't do it. Who did it to them?
Cabo Verde.
Was it Cape Verde?
No, I don't know who knocked
it was
them
a
out.
lesser. Paraguay.
Oh, that's
the
right.
Paraguayans.
Paraguay. Yeah, that's embarrassing. If I showed you a map of South America right now, could you show me where Paraguay is?
You know what? I could now because I went and looked.
Okay.
I was trying to just above, below Ecuador. Where exactly is this now?
Yeah, I think it's it's kind of in the middle, right? In my mind, I thought it was at the top.
No, it's below.
Because mostly it's only big countries take up the bottom. But Paraguay's right in the middle there between
soccer hotbed.
Who knew? Well, who knew? And Paraguay's it's been a battle. In Israel and Palestine, they fight over the same little strip of land over Gaza. Brazil and Argentina have long fought over Paraguay because they want the soccer talent that's bred there.
I'll tell you.
It's a very highly valuable commodity.
That tells me the Paraguayans are tough sons of bitches. You know what I mean? They've been fighting on both sides.
I don't think that. I made up that story.
Oh, well, I'd stick with it. It sounded right.
Okay. If you believe that, then that's the truth.
Made me appreciate the Paraguayans.
That's the truth. All right. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 southbound Judson on down to O'Connor has got 2 right lanes closed. Almost a 20-minute delay. It's slow from Evans. A stall at 410 northbound at Ingram off to the right shoulder. Another at I-10 westbound Bernie Stage Road and I-10 westbound Huebner. All of these stalls off to the right shoulder. If you guys see something we're not talking about, give us a call on the traffic tip line and we'll go and check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead. Sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients. Tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. In other big NBA news, Jaylen Brown is out from Boston. He's now a Philadelphia 76er. They got him in exchange for Paul George and 2 first-round picks along with 2 second-rounders and a couple of pick swaps. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh. You feeling it?
Yeah.
Just coasting into the weekend, baby.
Yeah. She you know what? She saw there was a hole in 4th of July songs and said, you know what?
Is this a 4th? I guess so.
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, she says like the 4th of July.
Yeah, she does.
It's titled 4th of July, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Man, what a visionary. What a visionary.
Something about her turns me off. So just something
really?
About, yeah.
How old is she now, you think?
I don't know. Probably got to be in her 60s, right?
57.
57? There's just something about her. I don't know.
You're not
yeah.
You're not into her?
No. Christmas song for about a week and a half. About the best I can do.
I figure you like that.
Yeah, I
do. Yeah, I'm not a big Mariah guy myself, but I respect the talent.
Oh, I respect the talent. The octaves are amazing, but there's just something about her.
I respect.
Rubs me the wrong way.
It's just not for me. Just not for me. Yeah, I'm not. It's not my favorite music. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. And I think she's a horrible actress. I don't like when she tries to. That's real bad.
Remember when she got busted doing the Milli Vanilli on the New Year's Eve?
Yes. Yeah, that's a bad look. All right. I promised you earlier in the show.
I'm ready for the screenplay that we're about to hear about.
A wild story. They've got to make a movie out of this. All right. This is in Albany, New York. An upstate New York man who is already jailed on federal child pornography charges.
Chomo.
Is accused of plotting to hire a hitman to kill 2 FBI agents and the federal prosecutor involved in his case.
That's an arch criminal.
That's an arch
criminal.
He wanted the hitman to kill them, feed them into a wood chipper, and send him a video of it all.
Oh, what a proof.
This is now. How old do you think this guy is?
I'd say to come up with something that dastardly, 50.
23.
Oh, God, this is like Lex Luthor.
Yes.
This guy's on his way to a tremendous
prodigy.
This guy's going to have a great career. I've seen great things in his
prodigy.
Yeah.
Already child porn kingpin.
Yeah.
Murder for hire.
Dudes to
wood
rub
chipper.
them out. Oh, man.
And wants video of it. He's been charged with attempted murder for hire, solicitation of a crime of violence, and obstruction of justice. Which that's going to go on top of his child porn charges. The criminal complaint alleges that Corey sent multiple letters to another inmate seeking help hiring someone to steal electronic devices the FBI seized as evidence in his pending child porn case and to kill the agents and the assistant U.S. attorney assigned to prosecute him.
Now, big plan.
Yeah. First of all, I've never been in real prison.
But the letters seem to me kind of a paper trail.
That does, once you're in, it's really hard to get any kind of communication that isn't going to be seen or likely to be seen by
or recorded
prying eyes. Yeah, or heard by prying ears. According to the complaint, Corey directed that the victims be kidnapped, killed, and put through a wood chipper.
I wonder why the wood chipper? Is he a fan of Fargo, or just wanted the evidence gone?
I think he wanted them gone. He also instructed the inmate to destroy the letters by flushing them down a toilet to eliminate the evidence, which apparently
he did not do.
You can't trust your fellow inmates to flush your letters?
Only one arch criminal there. The other ones are wannabes, neophytes.
God.
You just kept the letter, did you?
He also, the reason he wanted the videos, he was going to sell them to gore websites there are people on Telegram, the messaging app, who will pay good money to see people thrown through a wood chipper.
You know how you appreciate like a butcher who finds a way to sell every part of the cow?
Uh-huh.
This guy is a businessman above all.
He's
make money coming and going.
He's an entrepreneur.
He is an entrepreneur. He thinks outside of the box.
It's like, you know how when Native Americans killed the buffalo, like they would use his skin, they would use his meat, they would turn the bones into like tools and utensils, and nothing went to waste. And then the white devils came around, and we started
was to make hats.
We just wanted to have those Fred Flintstone buffalo hats, and that's it. And that we just left the rest of the buffalo to waste.
That stuff's nasty.
That's not how you do it. This guy, he is a Native American using every piece of his crime to make money.
From snooter to pooter.
That is the way. Corey also claimed in the letters that he was part of 764.
What the hell is that?
It is an online extremist group that authorities say targets children and promotes child sexual abuse material and violent content.
So Googling that might put me on some kind of list.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to Google that.
Now, I want you to imagine for a second that you're part of this 7-6, or let's before you're part of this group, imagine you're a person who targets children, likes to watch children be assaulted,
those horrible things,
and likes to watch children be hurt. Who do you like? Why would you tell anyone about it, much less join a group of people? Like, I feel like that's something I'd keep to myself.
You know, three's a crowd, four's a party. I mean, you want to share your interests. It's like a club.
What do you think the going rate was
for a gore tape?
Well, no, to get this job done.
Oh, I'd say at least $5,000 each.
Offered up $200 up front and $5,000 total to steal the electronic devices.
I've been told so
that's just for the devices.
$5,000 for the theft.
Yep. Another $500 up front and $30,000.
So $7,000 up front.
$10,000 each to kill the.
So the going rate for a Fed is $10,000.
Yeah. Yep.
And that includes wood chipping, or is that extra?
That includes the wood chipping. That includes the wood chipping. The inmate who received the letters turned them over to his attorney, who contacted the FBI. Investigators had the inmate provide Corey with the phone number of an undercover law enforcement officer who posed as a hitman.
Hello. Hitmans are us.
Corey spoke with the undercover officer several times and arranged for his fiancée, who lives overseas, which, by the way, another arch criminal move, right? Have a fiancé who lives off the, maybe a non-extradition
I would
type
imagine
place.
so. Some Dagestan country.
And she did indeed send the down payments. If convicted, Corey faces a maximum sentence of 50 years in prison, a fine of up to $750,000. I don't know what those gore tapes go for, but he may have a hard time recovering his...
he's not going to get that back.
He's not going to make his nut, if you know what I mean.
No.
And up to 5 years of supervised release. So,
And this is a story that was written by a local outlet there in Albany.
This is a story. Yeah, this is U.S. attorneys. This is not local cops, right? Correct.
Yeah, this dude's going down.
Yeah,
he's done. We'll say goodbye to him.
Yeah, I think it's going to be this is the end of the road.
And I've seen on numerous reels and stories that it doesn't go well for the child molesters.
Well, he
in certain areas.
He was originally in jail after being charged with receipt of child porn in February of this year.
Mm-hmm.
That crime carries a sentence of 5 to 20 years for a first offense. They found the images on his phone when he was arrested by troopers in December on a drug charge. So, just a pro tip, boys and girls: don't have child porn on your phone if you're going to be involved in a drug bust.
I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, well, apparently it doesn't, Rob.
If you are going to be that, at least make it easy for us to catch you. That's all I ask. But if you're going to do that, do it in the commission of another crime so we can get you for everything.
This guy, though, a little bit of everything.
A little bit. I appreciate he's thinking big at 23. He is a prodigy.
I want to see.
I think there's a big future in the Aryan Brotherhood. I think he's got some big things in front of him. Shot caller's probably only 4 or 5 years away.
I want to see what this guy looks like. See if I can find an image of the fella. Would make me feel a little bit.
And I don't know why I thought he was white. Oh, you said Corey, and I was like,
oh yeah. I assumed he was white as well.
Yeah.
I guess there's too many Aaron Coreys to know for sure which one is him. But I was hoping that I'd be able to when you see like the booking photos or whatever, it feels like something you'd.
He just doesn't sound like a Latin king to me.
No,
doesn't sound like a Black Guerrilla Nation.
Oh, here we go. I got him. It's this guy.
Oh, good grief. That is Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he kind of does look like Lex Luthor.
This guy's going to have to pay some protection money.
Yeah, he's a skinny, bald white man.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Good luck. All right. But he looks much older than 23,
I was
by the
way.
way.
I think the porn's aged him.
Yeah, you got to stay away from that stuff. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1. Arosty, Rob.
Oh, let's talk about Arosty. It is 7:45, and if you're in pain, there's one thing to do. Let's call Arosty today because you can get in today. They don't require a referral. That's not necessary in this modern day, even though they do accept most insurances. See, Arosty takes care of pain in ways you might not have seen before. If you've just gone to your general practitioner, gone to your emergency room, they don't look at pain the way that Arosty does because they understand at Arosty how you got there and how to bring you back. And it's the hands-on approach that works. See, they find out why you're hurting, where you're hurting, and fix the problem. Soft tissue injuries, man, they do miracles. So if you're dealing with a sprain or a strain, maybe it's a frozen shoulder, a bad hip, maybe you've got that tension headache that starts in the middle of the back and punches you right in the face, or plantar fasciitis, they can do wonders with that. Listen close. They're all around San Antonio. They're easy to get to, and make the call right now for your appointment. It's 1-800-404-6050. Listen again, don't let pain keep you out of doing things that you love. The holiday weekend awaits. Are you ready to go attack it? Call Arosty today. They're going to get you fixed fast, and when they do, come on by and thank me later.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Hey, Reverend Charles, will you give him direction to the church down in Miami?
You just turn right on the service road, go about 4 miles, and there's a big chicken statue. That's RuPaul's House of Chicken. They advertise on local TV in Miami. RuPaul would hold the box of chicken and say, "Honey, eat my chicken."
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
If there's one thing you can count on, it's 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. And if there's two things you can count on, it's your smoke detector battery dying at 3 a.m. Not 3 p.m. on a Saturday when you have nothing going on, but in the middle of the night when you're fast asleep.
Oh, come on!
Get 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Just one more thing you can count on. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
This 4th of July, celebrate America's 250 years of freedom with bangin' deals at Fireworks. Get buy two, get one free on 500-gram aerials and reloadable artillery shells. Visit aahfireworks.com or Fireworks Megastore, 13022 Petranco Road.
The world's biggest soccer showdown is here, and Novo Brewery is San Antonio's ultimate place to watch. Over 80 feet of massive LED screens, craft beer, hard kombucha on tap, and a food menu built for the moment. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall and at NovoBrew.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Would this be a good one for us to play?
You know what?
R-O-C-K in the USA.
Well done, Edwin. I don't know if this was timing, but this is
Rockin'
it.
in the USA.
See, we could do that in the stands.
Yeah. Although Country Roads is a good sing-along song.
It really is. And if it wasn't for the West Virginia line, I'd be completely in.
And I'm glad that it's not Sweet Caroline that we're using.
No, that's a college song.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
But Country Roads is catchy.
It is. I mean, if you can get a surly bunch of Germans to sing it, it must be pretty catchy.
You know, but they are very pro John Denver, as you tell me.
But no, the ROCK, that's there. We can work with that.
Yeah. 210-656-3776. I'll ask you guys in advance if you've got any crazy dating app stories.
I have never been old enough, or I'm too old for that thing.
I am too.
You know, and I'm both jealous that it's available, but I feel bad for those that haven't had to go the old-fashioned route, had to go the for lack of a better word, the George Strait route. Don't let her walk away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're gonna have to take your shot and walk up to a human being and either get to know them, buy them a drink, or ask them to dance.
It's very difficult.
And I think that made us, I'm not better, but it made our approach to humanity different.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, I see the value in that, but I also, what this does is it expands your pool.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm jealous because, my gosh, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's so much easier than it was before. Now you don't even have to get off your couch.
We say that, but then also, in the next hour, we're going to do the Reddit on Reddit, where there's some horror stories out there.
I mean, it's called hunting and fishing. It's not called catching and killing.
That is true. If it worked every time, what would the fun be, right? So, Edwin, you've never been on the dating apps, huh?
Nope.
Why not?
Why not, young man? What's holding you back?
It's just not interesting to me.
Well, that's not what the pictures.
Sex with women is,
the dating apps and just in general.
So if you're not going to,
there's some horror stories out there.
Oh, absolutely. But
you're gonna hear 'em.
It makes for good stories. You need to be part of that horror story, because if you never had a horror story, that means you never had to get up and get better.
Have you been on the dating apps?
I said, no, it didn't exist in our day, and if I was, I'd be divorced now.
How are you finding women, potential mates?
Church?
I'm not looking for one right now.
Well, they're going to have to find you eventually.
Okay. Well, how do you plan to look for one when you do?
I haven't decided yet.
FarmersOnly.com?
Sure.
I think it's time you start thinking about it, Edwin. It's time for you to start thinking about your future.
I might consider Farmers Only.
You're not a farmer.
Well, maybe that's his.
I was born in Wisconsin.
That doesn't count.
He's an anchor baby farmer.
That doesn't count.
He's not necessarily a farmer, but because he was born on that land,
I don't think
he can call himself
think
a
so.
farmer.
I don't think he was. You weren't born on a farm. He was born in a hospital.
Farm
I'm guessing.
adjacent.
No. I mean, I was born probably close to a farm.
Well, I guess in a matter of speaking, we were all farm adjacent.
Yeah,
but,
I lived on a farm.
No. Edwin, we're going to have to find
Have you ever lived on a farm, Edwin?
No.
You don't strike me.
FarmersOnly.com.
City boy.
Oh, he's city.
City boy.
City boy.
Cityboys.com.
City boy.
Now, what we need to find you as a hood rat.
My family used to own a farm in Louisiana.
Okay.
Well, all right. Maybe we start looking at
What
Louisiana.
kind of farm?
Peppers.
No.
Pepper farmers?
Sugar cane?
No, animal farm.
Animal farm.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Like a dairy farmer? Dairy?
No,
Cattle?
like these. Well, kind of like
Nutria?
like chickens, goats, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like the typical southern farm.
Well, that's not a farm per se. Like unless it's a business, it's not a
I mean,
farm. Right?
were they selling anything off the land? Were they selling?
I don't. My mom. My mom during the summer growing up used to go there, and they with their cousins and stuff, and they used to play with the animals.
They lived on a farm.
They raised animals for eating.
That's living on a farm. That's not farming.
Okay.
You can live on country land and have that, but you're not farming. But that's just as good because you're looking for a good country girl, good nice girl.
Okay. All right.
We need to help him. But first, I think we need to get him a hood rat. First, we need to,
We need someone to turn Edwin out.
Kinda. Every guy needs to get turned
just
out.
put it on you.
You need to get some woman that scares you.
We need someone who will do stuff to you.
Yeah, if you're not scared your first couple of times, you're not doing it right.
I had an intern who he was pure and chaste when I first came across him.
Pure as the driven snow.
And we kept bringing him on the radio, and eventually we got him a gal.
You got him one?
And
did it change his life?
She was very aggressive and kind of like a bully.
That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't scare you, you're not really doing it right early on. You got to find your boundaries, find your kink, find where it is.
And now he's happily married now, but this gal was kind of abusive and like
slapped him around a little bit.
Yeah, and was always wanting to know where he was.
Oh,
Yeah, she was.
That's a hard lesson learned.
Oh,
just because she does stuff to you doesn't mean you need to keep
it's
going
not
back.
All good stuff. Yeah. All right, we'll hear some dating app horror stories coming up next on Reddit. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few stalls. Let's start downtown. 35 upper level, southbound San Pedro, off to the right shoulder. Another 35 upper level, northbound Cesar Chavez, right shoulder blocked. On the north side at 1604 westbound Lock Hill Selma, that stall broken down on the left shoulder, and road work continues. I-10 upper level westbound North Frio Street to just past Culebra, just the left lane open. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Bright, spicy, zesty. Impossible to ignore. It brings main character energy to every bite. Not just a sauce, it's a star. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last.
San Antonio, we've got pro football right here this spring and summer. The San Antonio Gunslingers play fast, exciting indoor action in the cool Freeman Coliseum. No heat, just great football. Learn more at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and follow us on social media.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When you're fighting with the insurance company, it can feel like David and Goliath, an impossible battle between one person and a huge corporate entity. Let Thomas J. Henry level the playing field and give your case the strength it needs to be victorious. The insurance company has a team of lawyers, deep pockets, and one goal: to pay you as little as possible. Don't let the odds be stacked against you. Get the team at Thomas J. Henry Law on your side. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. TJHLaw.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. According to Mark Stein, after the Harris signing, Spurs are now out on free agent LeBron James, as he's no longer considered an option despite his willingness to accept a minimum deal. Finally, in the World Cup, USA! They took down Bosnia-Herzegovina 2-0 on to the round of 16, where they'll take on Belgium on Monday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, America! Yes.
Or the 210 if you're broadcasting on the FM dial. You're online anywhere in the world.
Yes.
But only in our great country.
Yes. Elm says, was it Juggalo Trey? It was Juggalo Trey that I spoke of. But, hey, he's a happily married man now. Yeah.
He went through the desert.
Let's see. Gibbs says, I'm cheering for USA and Mexico, but if they meet, I'm going USA.
Well, good.
Alexandra says, Viva Mexico all the way for me. Once they lose, Viva la France. Wow, Alexandra, you're not cheering for the USA?
Lover.
I don't like that. I feel like everybody should at least be.
I think we're an easy team to root for. I mean, we're pretty go-to-work guys. You know what I mean? Kind of blue-collar team. I don't feel like
we live here.
So I even if I didn't, it would be an easy team to root for. Now my Sancha is Morocco.
That's your
like
side piece team.
Yeah. I will silently cheer for them.
Mine, I've said, is Norway.
Because of the Viking?
Yeah, I like him. I also like Algeria.
Yeah, I like Algeria too.
Algeria is a good secondary team for me. Morocco, I could find myself cheering for. They play Canada now.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough to root against Canada, but I will.
I also I was pissed that we got our guy kicked out of the game yesterday. I don't know his name.
It's an interesting one.
Number 20?
Folarin Balogun.
Okay. He got kicked out, and I've got a theory. I think they kicked him out because he's black.
Well, there's an old saying around San Antonio, there's certain places you will get pulled over, and it's either a DWM or a DWB.
Uh-huh.
He was playing soccer as not Latino.
Or white. Yeah.
Well, I think Messi, and I'm going to go, well, you're not Mexican or Argentinian, because Messi could have gotten away with that.
Yeah. Well, I think Messi did actually get away with that same thing.
So we're looking, hey, because he's a little darker than Messi, he can't do that?
Yeah. So kicked out of and they say soccer's the most racist sport. Like
I know those Middle Europeans are. Although, not so much racist, but you do have to like the Mexican team and their cheer.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We can't say it here.
No.
But it's a good one.
But I don't like that. And the other thing I don't like about this red card that he got is now he can't play in the next game either.
That is, you talk about the death penalty, bro. I mean,
that's
such hardcore stuff
in the World Cup.
In the World Cup, thanks for playing for the rest of your life.
Because you accidentally stepped on a dude.
Because you slid in a half second late. Which even wasn't really that late.
They just ran into each other, and the guy's ankle got turned.
I get the kick. I get it. It might have been a little bit of a foul. I do get that. I'm not mad at the fact that he did kind of, but to get thrown out of this and the next, that's a little outrageous.
Garbage.
I think that's the FIFA types leaning in like this. America, they got enough.
I don't think they would have kicked him out. I don't think they would have kicked him out if he was white. Is all I'm saying.
And, well, he's might be the red, white, and blue that he was wearing because all the people from everywhere is coming over here and realizing all that press ain't so bad. I mean, we're nicer than what people are thinking.
I think
they're losing some people.
There's real racism out there.
There is
real racism in soccer, and we experienced it yesterday.
I hate those dirty Cape Verdeans.
Whatever
they are.
I don't know.
They're not us. That's all I know.
But yeah, that's my take. Is that that racism is what caused him to kick? Because otherwise, they showed Messi do that, and it was almost the exact same thing, and they threw him out of the game. And then I saw this guy from the Netherlands who his head was pouring blood.
Oh yeah.
And
they don't care.
They didn't even put a card at all on that.
No, they don't care.
This dude's dripping blood down his face. He looked like Carey,
incidental contact.
Yeah, and they're like, he's fine. Play on.
Play through.
And then because some dude laid down on the ground for a while and held his ankle. Give me a break.
Put some cold spray on it. You'll be fine.
Man, soft ass Herzegovinians or Bosnian, whichever one he was.
That guy from Norway that looks like Aegon Targaryen. He's an interesting cat.
It's a big boy too.
Big old boy, man. He's an easy guy to root for because this guy, it looks like he's fun off the field too. I bet he's got a history.
Oh,
I think he's a partier.
You think so?
The way he looks, yeah.
I know there's some
because he looks like an alien.
There's a lot going on around the internet. There's a lot of women who are fascinated by him.
He looks like Aegon Targaryen. He's got a dragon somewhere at his house. He's got a live dragon.
I think he looks crazy to me.
He does. He's put together weird. It's like the bottom part of his face doesn't match the top part.
I think he's been doing bone smashing.
He's been, what's it called? Looks maxing?
Looks maxing, yeah. I think that's what it is.
He maxed out the wrong way.
I think so.
Because faces shouldn't look like that. Maybe so many soccer balls off the forehead.
There's a lot of ladies attracted to him, though.
Aegon Targaryen.
I can tell you that.
Dragon.
Spain, Austria, Portugal, Croatia, and Switzerland, Algeria today. Switzerland, Algeria is
that the match of the day?
No, that's your early game.
Oh, okay.
I think Portugal Croatia might be the matchup of the day. That might be the at least on paper, that's what's considered the closest match.
So we get to see Ronaldo today.
Oh yes, everyone loves Ronaldo. Apparently a lot of women find him to be alluring as well.
I find his neck ridiculously attractive.
No, actually, it looks like the closest matchup on paper is Switzerland and Algeria. But Portugal's got the biggest draw, the big star. And Spain's got some star power as well. But if you're into that sort of thing.
Soccer.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, Australia, Egypt, Argentina, Cape Verde, and Colombia, Ghana.
These are not the teams I thought had been here. I'm just, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, I don't think would have been thought of as traditional soccer powers.
What I learned, Rob, let me
educate
now
us.
that I'm an expert, I'll tell the people. You're hearing a lot of these teams, you're like, how did they get in? Or how are they still around? Well, because this is the first time there's been 32 teams in the knockout stage. It's usually 16, so these crumb-bum teams are usually gone by now. So
the next round, we're really going to get to what we expected would have been the normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've expanded the tournament. There's some people who would say, how the hell did Texas A&M get into a playoff? And in most years, you'd be right, but they've expanded it so much.
You went violent at 8:08. I mean, you chose violence on this day of all days.
You're telling
as we celebrate America and the unity that has become, you chose violence at 8:08 and brought that.
Yeah, you're telling me Texas A&M football's playing in a tournament to win a
lobbing
title?
hand grenades, just causing unrest on a day like of all days.
Yeah. So that's the
long last.
That's the effect of expansion.
Have you no shame?
You let a lot of people in that you would think like, what the hell are they doing?
So you're
here?
equating us to Cabo Verde? Is that what you're saying?
I was going more like Egypt. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like people have heard of you, they just didn't think you were going to be around.
Didn't make it that far.
Yeah, we did. Like I know you exist. I just didn't think you'd be at this party.
Well, when you have the money, you can change the rules. You just buy the rules and change them.
Yeah, Cabo Verde is different. Like everybody's like, "What is that? Is that the resort Trump lives at?
Isn't that a tequila? What are they playing for the tequila brand?"
Yeah, but A&M is more. They're more like Egypt. It's like we know you exist, but we just didn't expect.
We're far above Egypt.
We didn't expect to see you here.
I'd put us at what a country that won something like 50 years ago. Like Yugoslavia. I mean, Yugoslavia didn't even exist.
50 years ago, Rob?
It's been 80 years now?
Yeah. Not mind you now.
No, we won several titles in our mind.
Okay.
I got shirts to prove it.
I was saying, mind you, 50 years ago now is 1976.
So no.
And there's been
1939 was earlier than that. So 87 years ago. We stood atop the mountain. Now, a couple times since then, we've claimed the mountain, though they were not given to us.
That's true.
We've had some undefeated years that we believe in our Aggie mind.
Yeah.
That we won everything we were supposed to, so we're champions, and we gave ourselves a trophy.
Well, you can.
We gave Jimbo a national championship trophy ahead of time. Remember that?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, it worked out real well.
Yeah.
We stuffed $50 million in just extra cash into the trophy and just gave it to him.
Somehow.
It was $84 million.
Yeah.
That was a good gift.
Yeah, A&M, that 1939.
Hey. Yeah, when you do it greatly like that, you don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We're all about tradition.
Yeah. I think Army's won 3 national titles since then.
Well, screw those Army
Maybe
guys.
Princeton won one since
You know what George Patton said?
No.
You want to win a battle, you bring the U.S. military corps, your military academy. You want to win the war, I need a bunch of Aggies.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he said that.
Mm-hmm. He was promptly lost his command and was
he's decommissioned.
He was promptly given command of that fake tank army right after he said that. They're like, you get the balloon army.
Now we know him as Private Patton.
Seriously, he got control of the balloon army.
All right. We're going to do the Reddit on Reddit coming up in the next segment. Before we do, though, before we go to break, let's do the Double Dong Challenge. The Rangers.
They still taking on the Rangers, despite not giving us the fruits of their labor, are winning games. This is the hottest they've been all year.
They have been pretty good lately, so I'm not mad
at them, but do us a solid, hit a couple, man.
Reserve my my Ranger hating for a different day because you're right, they're getting the job done. But today's a new day. And maybe today is the day.
Oh, they're in Detroit now.
That the Rangers can hit a dong, or a double dong. Oh, you know what? Maybe they do play Detroit today.
It's Detroit today.
Fromber on the hill for the Tigres.
And I'd go with, if it's him, Fromber, go with Jock Peterson.
Okay. Well, I've got no such advice, but I will say caller number 5, 210-656-3776. You get to play the Double Dong Challenge. See if you can find the Ranger who's going to hit 2 home runs. If you do, you'll get tickets and a hotel stay. If he hits 1, we'll give you tickets anyway.
We'll do that.
But if he hits 2, we're going to hook you up real nice. So 210-656-3776. All right, Reddit on Reddit coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Connecticut water softeners are around South Texas and have been for a long time because what they do is extraordinary. They're the best in the market. They've got the awards to prove it. And if you thought they were too expensive, that's always been a problem because you assume that the quality you get, you're going to have to pay for. And certainly quality is worth something, and it's worth it when you call Connecticut, because you're going to get the best treatment system you can find, one that I would not live without in San Antonio. I've owned 3 homes. Every one of them has had a Connecticut system for the last 20 years because I've never had to pay a plumber to come and fix anything from that moment on. And about 5 years ago, I added something to my treatment system. It's called a reverse osmosis drinking station. It's called the K5. Essentially, I eliminated water bottles from my house. That is a cost that is no longer required. When I boil my spaghetti, it's in the clearest water possible, cleanest water possible. My dog's drinking out a dish that never turns white and scaly, or my whites never turn gray. If it's time for a water softener, if you're building a home, even if you're renting, you can get a Connecticut. But first, you need to know how to get a hold of them. Call 656-PURE, ConnecticutSA.com for all the details of what I'm about to tell you. If you buy in the near future, if you call Connecticut today, they're going to throw in, as a gift, the reverse osmosis drinking station. I had to pay for it, and it was worth every penny. You're going to get it free. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details, but call Connecticut today and get the very best you can get for your home. And I know you're going to come thank me later.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Let's go to the phone lines because, well, you know, she's an OG, if you will. Alexandra is on the line. Alexandra, welcome to the Blitz. Thanks for calling.
Hola, Joe.
Hola.
I'm just calling you, please. You're slaughtering his name. Just say Leo.
Leo?
Because I know you cannot pronounce Lionel.
Lionel.
Or just call him Leo. Please.
Leo.
Please, it's hurting my ears.
You're hurting her ears, Joe.
Okay, it's Leo. I just want to
go.
call him Lionel. You know what you say, Lionel?
No.
Lionel. Lionel Messi.
When you say Lionel, it sounds like he should be singing for the Commodores.
Lionel.
Lionel?
Lionel Messi.
You know what Lionel sounds like?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
They're playing my song, you know it's gonna be okay. Yeah! It's a party in the USA. Sing it, Miley. Let's go blow some stuff up. That's right. Claymore says Mo Salah of Egypt has won Footballer of the Year previously.
There you go. Fighting
Johnny
Texas
Johnny
Egyptian.
Manziel won a Heisman.
And Manziel, I believe, is Lebanese. It all comes together.
Yeah.
He's from that part of the world.
I'm sure he is. Our double dong winner today, Jimmy Flores. He's going with Corey Seager. He didn't take your advice.
Corey's playing, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe he did it because Bob Seger is an American icon and it's USA.
Did he? Yeah.
You know,
on injured list because of a lower back inflammation.
Corey Seager
is out. Yeah.
He's out again?
Yeah, he's out.
Well, that's
he's on the IR. He'll be gone for a minute.
That's a bad choice,
Jimmy, you might want to jump back on the horn.
it's
Although
it's a bad choice.
Given you could pick, we haven't been very successful.
No.
He's got as good a chance as any. He's not even suiting up.
All right, we got to play a new segment that we do around here called Reddit on Reddit.
There are places on the internet so dark, so depraved, that it is in our best interest as a society to leave it untouched.
What are you doing running around out here? Now you go on back to bed.
No, there's a scary man.
What scary man?
So, of course, Rob and AJ had to touch it.
Get me out of here.
We look so you don't have to. AJ read it on Reddit.
Do not go in there. Woo!
Oh, it is a terrifying place on the interwebs, and man, some of these are tough. And I like, it's funny to me, but I also I try to imagine if this really happened to you.
See, when I read Reddit, it always, in my mind, my generation, it's a lot like Penthouse Forum.
Okay,
there's no way this is real. But I never thought it would happen to me.
But here's the difference. With Penthouse Forum, they were trying to sell magazines and they were trying to, get you taken care of.
Yeah.
But
that's how I use Reddit.
Nobody gets paid to post on Reddit, and they're posting anonymously, so there's no
I guess, but these stories, you're like, how? Why? Who? Where? I mean, how do you find this level of weirdness?
I don't understand it. Here we go. I matched with my therapist on a dating app and didn't realize until our first date. Can you imagine the person you go and you tell all your most private and personal thoughts to? And
have you been urinating a lot lately?
And then you show up and it's like, I mean, it could be any. It could be
you
like
have that sex dream last night where you were being chased by the alligator.
Yeah, like
oh.
What do you think is at the heart of your issue? Well, Doc,
you've already told her about your weird kink.
I masturbate with fruits and vegetables.
Doc, I did something yesterday I'm not proud of.
And then you show up and it's like, oh, hi, Doc.
Nope, I do the moonwalk right out of that one. I'd turn into Michael Jackson.
How about this one? She says, I was 21 at the time. I knew this guy was a bit older than me, but it was fine. We went with his dog around town and had an interesting chat about everything. We had a nice evening, and everything was good, and said, oh, look, my wife is over there.
I'm liking this guy.
Excuse me? She says that instead of asking him or jumping into the nearest bush, I stood there as she crossed the street and said, hi, nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. She was like...
You're the hot wife.
She said she was stunned. And she said, I ended up eating dinner with him until I came to my senses and awkwardly left.
There was plans for you. Did you notice an upside-down pineapple anywhere in that house? They had you spotted. You were going to do things.
Clearly. All right, now this one's weird. I matched with a guy who seemed okay. I read his profile, and there was nothing that stuck out as a red flag. That's what, by the way, that's what girls are looking for. They're looking for...
As they should.
What could possibly be really weird about this guy?
Interests are knives and gore films.
Right.
You probably don't want to go on that.
Oh, I just bought a new wood chipper.
Yeah, no, you don't want to go on that one.
No. His first message to me was, I can tell a woman's bra size just by looking at a photo.
Hey, that's a skill.
Then he told me what mine was.
Was he right?
He was completely wrong, and I blocked him.
See, there you go. If he'd have been right. You shoot your shot with what you got.
I guess so.
I can tell how big your boobs are.
Went through the worst breakup of my life, and after finally getting over it, I jumped back into the dating pool, got on an app. Several months later, my first match the ex-boyfriend that broke my heart.
It's like the Pina Colada song. do you like?
Come on.
You like Pina Coladas? Getting caught in the rain?
Yeah. I met this guy on the apps. He seemed nice enough. Our first date was at an arcade, like a Dave & Buster's or something, I guess. Cool. I love games, she said. Flash forward 20 minutes. We got our game cards and start walking around. We're talking, and I'm telling him stories, and the only response he would give was, "That's facts." Then he started playing this fishing game for 45 minutes and didn't talk to me at all.
See, this is what I envision most modern Gen Zers, this guy. This, to me, is the 20-year-old standard, in my mind.
At the end of the night, he walked me to my car. The mall the arcade was in was closed, so the main doors were locked.
So they were late. They're closing the place down.
So he was in an entirely different parking lot, a different part of the mall.
See you later.
And I appreciate the kind gesture of walking in my car, but it was also pouring rain. We got to my car, said our goodbyes, and he asked for a hug. As soon as I came in for a hug, he went in for a kiss.
Yeah.
And I swerved and hugged him and then said, "Okay, this was fun. I'll text you later." Got in my car and left. Never spoke to him.
You shot a shot. Have you seen the movie Hitch where he tells you, lean in halfway and wait?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the move. Unless.
But you need to be pretty comfortable in the return.
Although, again, a lot of the times, shoot or shoot, and if you shoot your
I
shot,
agree.
what's the worst that can happen?
Right,
Is that
you get
end up with
swerved
a
and
hug,
left.
and then you never see her
But
again.
you got to read the room.
But you were probably never going to see her again anyway.
Probably
You played
not.
the fishing game for 45 minutes.
He thought that's the date. That's how you do it. You go play your game, I'll play mine, and we'll correspond via text.
This gal says, I had pictures posted on my Yahoo's personals profile. This was about 20 years ago. He asked me for a selfie before our first date.
I want proof. I want proof of life. No.
Said She said I didn't want to send it because I work in a steel shop and I wanted to shower and get ready first. He insisted, so I did.
She works in a steel shop?
Yeah.
Okay, that tells me a lot right there.
Tells you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He insisted, so I did. He said I looked nothing like my profile, then canceled the date, then said his mother had fallen. 2 weeks later, he texted out of the blue after I deleted his number. He proceeded to ask me for, quote, consensual sex.
You down? You DTF?
When I said no, he told me, "You can't handle what I've got."
Oh, yeah.
And then called her ugly. When I asked why he wanted to have sex with me if I was ugly, he didn't have an answer. Well, I can give you the answer. Men don't really care at the end of the day. I've said this before. The ugliest girl in San Antonio could hit a bar tonight and get laid if she wanted to.
We don't care.
There's a guy there who's like, "Oh, I don't."
We regret.
Yeah,
but we don't care.
The next, we might.
I'll look back sadly and poor decision making, but in the moment, it seemed like the right thing to do.
I went on a date with someone I met on a dating app, which, by the way, this is Reddit on Reddit that we're doing. We're talking about dating.
So these are people
horror
just
stories
flowing like, "What's your worst story?"
Yep.
And they're just diving in and give them their.
I went on a date with someone I met on a dating app. We made a date to meet at Panera for coffee. I don't eat at Panera, so I asked him what kind of coffee he recommended, and he asked if I would be okay with getting breakfast there and going back to his house for coffee.
Y'all.
He said he needed help writing a cover letter for jobs, which I didn't mind helping with. When we got to his place, he makes the coffee, and then he sits at his computer and applies for jobs. I was so bored, I texted my friend, asked her to call me and make him an excuse to get out. Imagine going on a first date.
You're showing her you got initiative.
And
You're
then you
showing
sit
her,
there.
like, I'm at the bottom now. I'm totally unemployed, and the reason we didn't stay at Panera is I couldn't afford it. But you're watching me apply for jobs. I'm trying.
I'm bettering myself.
I'm doing my best here to take you out on a fine. No, what an idiot.
Yeah, that's not. You don't want them to know. Yeah.
You think McDonald's is hiring?
I matched with a cool, nice-looking guy, and we hit it off. We have a lot in common, similar interests. We have great conversation. After talking pretty much nonstop for an entire day, he informs me that he's in a relationship, and she says, "I was devastated." Well, he had the gall to be all sad, puppy dog-like, and say, "Well, I guess you're not interested in me anymore."
Nope.
She says, "No, I'm not interested anymore. What the hell are you doing on a dating app if you're in a relationship? Just grow up, grow a pair, and break up with her already." This happens a lot, I think. There's a lot of dudes who are like, they get on the date and they do a little charming, and then they're like, oh, yeah, I'm married. I'm know,
guilty.
but it's
I
like
feel bad.
I can still, it's complicated. It's complicated.
Well, you're hoping to find one that doesn't care.
Well, yeah, I think again, shoot or shoot. And I'm sure there are plenty of gals out there who are married, whose husbands are on business trips all the time or
for
whatever.
a little situation.
Yeah.
I'd like to think there are.
And I think there are apps that are...
Well, I saw Ashley Madison. Isn't that the Cheaters app?
Yeah. But
that
they
leaked.
I think
I'm
all
never
their
going
info
there.
leaked. Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
Last place I'd go, tell you that much. My daughter went on a date with a guy she met on a dating app. During the dessert, he started talking about his ex. He went from ranting and raving about what a terrible person she was to sobbing about how much he missed her. When my daughter asked how long they'd been together, he said 3 weeks. Then he immediately dried his tears and asked if they could at least sleep together for sympathy. Can I get a little sympathy, Nookie, here? You break me off a little because you feel bad for me.
What has happened to men? What has happened to you?
It is pretty sad. I met up with a guy from the apps, and it seemed to be going okay. Went back to his apartment for drinks, and then he excused himself for a moment. Then he returned to the living room naked. Full-on naked. I ran back to my car and met up with a friend at a bar. I ended up meeting the guy I've been with for the past 5 years from running out of the apartment and meeting with my friend, so it didn't end all bad. But so, she ran into that guy and was like, okay, let's be together forever now. Because this guy tried the naked man move. The naked man move is a very risky move.
That's when you're out of all moves. When you don't have any idea what to do. You just everything, you've shot your shot many times and everything else has failed. This is your maybe I just need to walk out bare ass.
I did this once in my younger years. She went to the bathroom, and we were in her bed, and she went to the bathroom, and when she got back, I was just totally naked.
Well, that's different. You're already in the bed.
But we had never.
Yeah, but you're already in the bed. There's an assumption there.
Well, we were making out and stuff.
I think that
it was for the next step. Okay.
I don't think you'd gone too far. I think the expectation was, and I can tell by the way the story was going, that it wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem.
This gal says, for context, I'm a lesbian. On a dating app, I agreed to be someone's Valentine because they seemed interested in me.
She was a beard.
Fast forward a few days, and I hit it off with a girl I like on a different app.
Oh, so she wasn't a beard. She wasn't a dude. She's dating females. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And now, I'm not here to say that lesbians
a little emotional
are. So I think that it's almost expected that you're going to date around a little bit when you're rolling that way. It seems to happen a lot. At least what Reddit tells me is it happens a lot. I don't know. I've never been a lesbian, quite frankly. But it says here, after about a week into the talking phase with this new girl, I realized that the person from the first app was her ex.
Oh.
So they were becoming a...
Eskimo sisters.
They were becoming a triangle. I matched with a guy who proceeded to point out that I was fat. The guy just matched with everyone just to roast them. That's kind of a cruel thing. Girls are they're putting themselves out there. It's like... I've had no luck with men. I've got to take my chance with the app. I hope someone likes me. Oh, my God, I got a match. Oh, my God, I got a match. What's he say? You're a real cow. Oh!
I can see how that might actually be kind of fun. When you just had nothing to lose and you could say whatever you wanted. I've often wanted to say just tell them exactly what you're thinking at every moment, you in your mind, that girl's smacking her food. You could just say it out loud. You're smacking your food.
Here's one. I was talking to a guy once. It was going well until he confessed to me that he was expecting a baby with his ex, and he needed me to be okay with that.
At least he's up front.
That's usually not first date stuff. Hey,
he's letting you know he's fertile. I can knock you up. I got proof.
And then she says, plot twist. My now husband was expecting a child with his ex when we started dating. I didn't find out till a month before she was born. We've been together for 8 years, married for almost 4, and his little girl is my princess. But that's the move. He waited until the relationship was established.
You ain't going nowhere now. And now she's your little princess?
This guy was first date. Hey, I'll take the veal. She'll have the spaghetti. Also, hey, my middle name's James, and I'm about to have a baby with my ex. Are you cool with that? Because if not, we need to call this off.
You think you said I will need to call it off?
No, I think, yeah. A guy came over to watch a movie. We ended up in the bedroom. I went to the bathroom to do my post-sex pee. He asked through the door where the glasses were, so I told him. I came out, and he had vanished. I went to message him. He deleted and blocked me on Tinder and Snapchat. That's cold-blooded.
That's time for some real self-evaluation.
That is cold-blooded.
Seriously,
so
you need to take some stock. Why the hell did this dude flee at the first opportunity? Is it a hygiene thing?
Oh, yep.
What's the quickest you ever ghosted a post? I mean, other than a one night, when there was no expectation of post contact. How long have you let it go?
Oh, I've like
you
sent
knew
the next day.
I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I ain't coming back to this well again.
This isn't gonna. Yeah.
How long have you let that go?
The next day.
I've normally been nicer than that, but I've always normally, I need to get the hell out of here before it even happens. You're like, okay, I got to figure out my exit strategy now because I know I don't want to be here.
When I was I've never had the dating apps, but I did have AOL Instant Messenger back in the day, and like this is in the late '90s when you could hop on AOL and find people in your area and chat them up. Oh, hey,
I'm too old for that too.
Let's meet up. And there have been times where I met up with a gal,
and you're like,
and I knew as soon as I got there, this is not going to work for me. But I've always, whatever we said, like if we said, hey, well, let's go get a coffee, I've always finished the coffee, been as nice as possible, and just kind of like I'll
call you next week.
I'll make up a lie. I'll say, I'm
having a baby.
Yeah,
I got it.
But the worst case is like she's like, oh, that doesn't bother me, or maybe I'll be like, my ex just called me and she's pregnant. I have to take her back. It's something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I've never in the middle of a date been like,
I've never ghosted anyone.
I'm out.
That's
just hardcore.
Fade away. I just fade into the bushes.
Yeah. Well, also you got to remember at this time, not everybody had cell phones.
Yeah, that's how you could fade away. You just disappear.
Like when I was doing my most frequent random
when you were sowing your oats.
Yeah, was when I was in the Army, and I had a phone. Like I've probably the first 2 years when I was in the Army, I didn't have a cell phone. I just had a phone in my barracks, and so it's like a home line. No. It's like
it was in your room.
Line,
okay.
Yeah, but if I didn't want to talk to someone, I'd just turn the ringer off, and I'd never know.
That's what I would do.
I didn't have an answering machine. It was just it would ring and ring and ring. No, people would give up.
Fade into the distance. Then you run into her about 6 months later, like, oh,
yeah,
whatever happened to you?
Yep. All right, let's take a quick break. When we've got the time is flying today
because we're going face first into a party weekend.
I think that's what it's all about, and it's a Friday for us, so we're having a good time. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few stalls. 1604 westbound, Lock Hill, Selma. That one's off to the left shoulder. Downtown, 35 upper level, southbound San Pedro, and 35 northbound at Cesar Chavez, also upper level. Those stalls, both of them are off to the right shoulder. I-10 upper level, eastbound 35. That stall has the shoulder blocked. And then this ongoing road work at I-10 upper level, westbound between North Frio Street on over to Culebra. Just the left lane open. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, the last 2 days of the NBA free agent frenzy have been crazy.
The Spurs get Tobias Harris. They lose out on Jaylen Brown if they were actually ever in it.
And Team USA, all the reaction to that big game last night.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I've got to run to San Diego for a few days. When I left my wife this morning, I told her I will see you next Tuesday. She slapped me. You don't remember what see you next Tuesday stands for?
Oh, yes!
Air traffic controllers use it as well to pilots who piss them off.
Do they?
Now, it's time for Plane Talk with your captain, J.D. Ryan.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to The John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The world's biggest soccer showdown is here, and Novo Brewery is San Antonio's ultimate place to watch. Over 80 feet of massive LED screens, craft beer, hard kombucha on tap, and a food menu built for the moment. Novo Brewery attached to North Star Mall and at novobrew.com.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Your logistics business moves fast. Is your team keeping up? Express Employment Professionals connects you with qualified talent fast. Express helps you hire smarter and stay productive. Visit ExpressPros.com for an office. Express Employment Professionals, respecting people, impacting business.
San Antonio, we've got pro football right here this spring and summer. The San Antonio Gunslingers play fast, exciting indoor action in the cool Freeman Coliseum. No heat, just great football. Learn more at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and follow us on social media.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
In the 1930s, America was searching for hope. And then, a voice spoke directly to the people.
Tonight, my single duty is to speak to the whole of America.
Not from a stage, but through the radio. Calm, clear, reassuring. In uncertain times, radio made America feel connected again. 250 years strong, and still, America listens.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. The Lakers are filling out their roster with a couple of moves yesterday, trading for center Walker Kessler and extending him for 4 years for $130 million. They signed shooting guard Quentin Grimes to a 4-year deal and added Sandro Mamoskalishvili, Mamu, as we remember him, for a 4-year, $52 million deal. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I imagine, Edwin, this is like what's going to be playing at his 4th of July party tomorrow. Or Saturday. Inside, outside, USA. Jose says he once went on a date. At the end of the date, we came back to my place, and she ended up falling asleep on the sofa.
Oh.
So I put a blanket on her and let her sleep. She ended up friend zoning me.
Yeah. Oh.
Because you did a friend zone move, bro.
You got friend zoned.
Yeah.
That was pretty obvious.
That's like the most friend zone thing you could do.
And she's so comfortable she could fall asleep on your couch. She could fall asleep other places.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was your fault, man.
Yep.
You did that. You brought that on.
That's a...
You should have shot your shot. Either way, she either leaves and you got the place to yourself, or you end up with your cookies.
Yep. Ayatollah says stories like this is why most women I know are either divorced or have chosen a career over a partner / husband. I know. We are really bad. We are. Men are.
Well, I think we're equal. No.
Yeah, no, you're right.
The older I've gotten, the more I've realized.
No, you're right.
There's a whole lot of other strategery going on the other side that I had no idea was happening.
That's true. That's true. I agree. But I don't know. We've been doing it for longer, I think. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
The good news is we're not nearly devious enough on average to get away with a lot of the crap that we think we can.
No. We're not. Most people aren't as smart as they think.
But women are devious enough.
Yes,
and they can get away with it. So we tend to blindside people. Women tend to absolutely freaking destroy you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not just like hit it and get it, and get out of the way. They'll take everything you got, from your soul to your money to your car to your dog.
Jose says I didn't read the second part of his story. Well, there is no second part of your story. So maybe you failed to post it, Jose. If you've got some,
is there more?
If you got something that saves the friend zoning story, then I'd love to read it. But yeah, I don't see the rest.
I thought you were going to say she stole my wallet.
Yeah,
woke up and she stole my TV.
I can't see. Yeah, I don't see his second the follow up to it. It just cuts off. It says it ended up friend zoning me when and then it went away.
Oh,
so I don't know what else he's got there.
I do the rest of the story.
Yeah, if there's more, I'd love to know it. I'd love. Hopefully, maybe it means you guys made sweet love one night
or something close to it.
Yes. All right. I'm a little bit over. I apologize. I'm a little bit over. 210-656-3776. We will continue the fun. And we haven't really talked at all about the Jaylen Brown trade. We'll talk about that coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
The Institute for Functional Health has a beautiful office clinic down on McCullough, a place that you need to go see, because I've never been to an office, a physician's office, that was more upbeat than there. They pride themselves on the functional part of the functional health. All of it is based on, you can look good, but do you feel good? Are you functionally healthy? Are you doing the things that you want to do? And the primary issue for most is you're carrying too much weight. And it adds up a problem to every other part of your life. You're not sleeping well, you're eating poorly, you don't have the energy you need, you're not thinking clearly because you got the brain fog. It all rolls into one. And you would be amazed at how quickly things straighten out the moment you start losing a little bit of weight. You lose a little bit, it makes it easier to lose a little bit more. And before you know it, you're like me. You've been going to see Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health for 10 years. You're like me, and you've lost 70 pounds, and you feel better today than you did yesterday, and you can't imagine you'd ever go back to where you were 10 years ago. And you did it without shots, without pills. You did it with the help of a physician who taught you how to live the rest of your life. I want that for you. Call Dr. Torres and the IFF today. The number's 210-468-1891. His website is a resource that you need to go check out, iffhealth.com. Listen, if it's time for you to lose weight, whether you've decided or you've been told, if you don't, you're going to suffer. Now's the time to call Dr. Torres at the IFF. Let him change your life, and when he does, come on by. Thank me later.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for DraftKings. Did you know that DraftKings is live in all 50 states? Yes, that means us here in Texas. Win or go home. That's it. The World Cup knockout round, and DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Texas, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage, right in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with code 941SPORTSTAR. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 941SPORTSTAR in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors Big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
This year, Macy's is celebrating 50 years of fireworks, so come celebrate with us in style and take 50% off swim, 50% off sunglasses, 50% off grilling tools, 50 years of fireworks, 50% off throughout the entire store. That's a celebration only Macy's can deliver. Shop Macy's July 4th sale and see our 50th fireworks Saturday on NBC and Peacock. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What are you thinking, Rob?
I'm trying to figure out how I can get Peyton Pritchard to the Lakers.
Oh.
Hey, man, a man could dream, right?
Yeah. I hear they're interested in Christian Brown.
Is Grady Dick still available?
Yeah. Well, no, he's not. Okay. The Sixers trade with the Celtics is fascinating. The Sixers get Jaylen Brown for Paul George, 2 firsts and 2 seconds, which feels like almost nothing.
It feels like it is almost nothing.
This is a bad deal in my mind for the Celtics. But the only thing that's keeping me from saying it is Brad Stevens is at the head of it. And
at
Brad Stevens generally, I don't trust anybody in the NBA more than I trust Brad Stevens to make a decision.
So far.
You're right.
But I'm like you. Please tell me there's more to this. Please tell me that you have another part to this deal where these 2 first-rounders that are arriving are just going to go through the back door and you're going to augment this. Because why the hell would you trade yourself away from title contention? And I don't understand it.
Not only did you take on a much lesser player, you took on a horrific contract,
a bomb contract,
and I get it. The thought was you weren't gonna re-sign Jaylen to a super max, which is what he was coming up on. But remember, 2 weeks ago, Jaylen Brown, at least if the reports are true, was almost enough to get Giannis.
And 2 weeks prior to that, he said, "I'd be a Celtic for the next 10 years if we can get it right." Obviously, the last meeting did not go well. No. Obviously, the Stevens-Brown get-together when the season was done, it was clarified. If there's not a plan, a second part to this plan, Brad Stevens, it feels like, got a little jumpy and made a deal too quickly, that just panicked. And we can never discount this because we saw this in Dallas, that ownership said, "I don't care."
Yeah.
Ownership said, "I don't like him, get rid of him." Just like the Adelsons with Luka. I don't care what you say, you're going to move him. And if you don't move him, I'm going to fire you. And in fact, I'm going to fire you no matter what happens. But I don't think that Brad Stevens is in that situation.
No, Brad Stevens.
So if
Brad Stevens says you're going to fire me, he'd say, "Oh, okay,
fine,
yeah,
I'll get a job tomorrow." So I'm going to trust that there is another part to this, because if there's not, the Celtic fan has every right to lose their freaking mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand the deal here. Apparently, VJ Edgecombe, they asked for Edgecombe as part of the deal.
As they should have.
And they were told politely, no, that ain't going to work for us. At that point, I just say, okay, well, you're not a good trade partner.
You're not a good trade partner.
On top of it all, this is like their primary rival.
That's the other. Like, it'd be like us trading Castle to the Mavericks.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Weird.
Just on its face, it should have been a no-go. So given this kind of situation, given the way that he moved him, how much of this do you think plays into just every management's fear of this second apron? Because it does feel like dudes just ain't worth what they used to be. Like, nobody got a whole bunch of outlandish money this year.
No.
I mean, we could look at Kessler. It's kind of crazy, but given his position and the team and the availability, the money itself isn't. It just seems to me that this second apron has helped to kind of spread the mayonnaise out. It's not as easy to move or to get the guys or the guys that want to exit to go someplace to get paid more because the other teams just don't have the money.
I think that, and this is maybe a hot take. If I were the Celtics, rather than Paul George, I would have asked for Embiid.
Anybody.
And I know for sure the Sixers would love to get out from under that Embiid contract, but at least if they got Embiid back, you could say, you know what, if he's healthy, he's one of the 5 best players in the league. Now, and then everyone's retort would be, well, he's never healthy, and that's reasonable. But at least you could say, but if. With Paul George, Paul George is never going to be a top 20 player again.
He is a part with a contract that, I mean, he's a dollar figure that exits their payroll in 2 years. That's all he is.
Yeah.
He's a placeholder. That's what he's become. But the only problem with Embiid would be this team is built to play a very unique style of basketball. I mean, this is a 3-point shooting team. And they've decided, because Jaylen Brown's forced their hand, that they're going to turn Peyton Pritchard into Jalen Brunson, I guess, because they paid him a whole bunch of money to be that. And then they exit another shooter. But
don't you think that Joel Embiid?
Oh, I think it'd be a fit if they were going to go, when you're healthy, we're a paint team. When we're healthy, we'll throw it to you, but that's 20 games a year.
But what I'm saying is, when Embiid's on the floor, at least he opens up shooters, because there's no way you can't not double team Embiid when he's on the floor.
Well, I agree. If you could convince him, don't stand on a 3-point line anymore. I need you down in the paint, and that's been his issue. Yeah. I think that would have been a worthy get. Either Brad Stevens just absolutely panicked, like the countdown is about to 0. I got to make a move because something else has happened. Or he was under orders, this dude is gone, make the deal and move on. Because this is a career-limiting move. I mean, you better be hyper-successful or you're going to be an unemployed general manager in 2 years, because it won't be this move that does it. It'll be the record that you're carrying for the next couple of years while watching Philadelphia catapult past you, Toronto finally making a move catapult past you, Cleveland might end up with LeBron, and you never know, catapults past you. Miami got Giannis, they catapult past you. That's in 3 years.
The odds did not shift enough, in my opinion. We had the latest odds. Currently, the Spurs and the Thunder are co-favorites. They're both plus 270 right now at DraftKings. The next favorite is the Knicks, plus 850. The Celtics are still 11-1.
Because I think that the smart money still looks at Brad Stevens going, this is not the kind of thing that he would do unless this is just the beginning of something else. Now, if he turns it into Trey Murphy with 2 first-rounders, I think you give him a high C just for maneuvering. Your team didn't get a whole lot better. They got a little bit younger with some young talent, but they're not what they were with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum playing together.
Philly went from 50-1 to 20-1. They are now the 5th favorites to win the NBA title next year.
Yeah, that's a big jump, man. That's a big jump.
Here's what I will say: after the first 2 teams, there are of the 7 teams after San Antonio and OKC, 6 of them are in the East. So basically, they're set like
this in that West is so rough.
So Minnesota's the 3rd favorite in the West. They're plus 2,500. They're 25-1. New York, Boston, Philly, Toronto, Miami, Detroit.
Every team you just named has made moves. Every team you just named, except for the Celtics, and it was an exit move. But every one of them has gone and done something.
What, they have the Knicks.
they've lifted the trophy. They're
Exactly.
going to hold it tight.
But everybody's chasing the Knicks. But yeah, all those teams have a better chance than the Denver Nuggets, who have arguably the best player on earth.
And they didn't offer up anything to get Jaylen Brown. That's what all it would have taken.
A wild thing. All right, we'll be back. Morning Huddle 94.1. 1 hour to go.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few stalls. 1604 westbound, Lock Hill, Selma. That one's off to the left shoulder. Downtown, 35 upper level, southbound San Pedro, and 35 northbound at Cesar Chavez, also upper level. Those stalls, both of them are off to the right shoulder. I-10 upper level, eastbound 35. That stall has the shoulder blocked. And in this ongoing road work at I-10 upper level, westbound between North Frio Street on over to Culebra, just the left lane open. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation.
If you think you need to speed, keep in mind that officers are out in force this month, reminding drivers to slow down or pay up. It's called Operation Slowdown. Speeding can cost you time, money, and hassle. It's just not worth it. A message from TxDOT.
Transform your water with Connecticut. For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off with a trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Don't wait. The offer ends soon. Call Connecticut today.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyer4us.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyer4us.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyer4us.com.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's Renter's Insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Did you know America is turning 250 this year?
That's 250 candles on a cake.
And Mr. W Fireworks has the biggest selection to celebrate in style.
We're talking rockets, sparklers, fountains. So many fireworks.
And the prices?
The lowest anywhere, guaranteed.
No hidden fees, no price hikes, just real savings. Our family has been helping you celebrate since 1963.
So we know how to do birthdays right.
Find a location at MrWFireworks.com.
Mr. W Fireworks.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. According to Mark Stein, after the Harris signing, Spurs are now out on free agent LeBron James, as he's no longer considered an option despite his willingness to accept a minimum deal. Finally, in the World Cup, USA, they took down Bosnia-Herzegovina 2-0 on to the round of 16, where they'll take on Belgium on Monday. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
That's right, baby. USA. That's right. Dominant performance yesterday. Did you watch the whole game?
From beginning to end.
I did too.
I learned the name Folarin Balogun.
Are you going to watch the next game?
On Monday? Yeah, I'll watch some today.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not watching any game that's not the U.S.
I don't blame you. I have no life.
I wish that I could. I really do wish that I could be into it. It's just not for me. It's not my cup of tea.
Again, for us Americans, I think we try hard. I think we're giving it our best effort, but it just doesn't fit most Americans' sensibility of sports. It just everything that we would do, they do different.
Yeah,
like counting up. That's weird.
I'm giving it my best shot, man.
Who counts up?
I don't know.
That's the little stuff.
But I gave it a shot. I was glad the U.S. won. There was a moment that impressed me. You know what I really don't like? I don't like when they said, "Oh, they had a really good opportunity there. They had a really good."
That's the most soccer.
They made a really good run at it there, and then, but like the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, you celebrate failure.
Like imagine a fast break in basketball. You run down the court, and then the ball just goes out of bounds.
That's so close, though. Let's do it again.
Hey, man, you did
influence. That's
you had a good. You had the right idea.
Yeah, so close. Now y'all stand in the line and cover your nuts.
I really do believe like if they made them.
You gotta stand with your arms behind your head.
Yeah, you can't cover your nuts, but you can stand there if you want, but there's no nut cover, and you've got to take the risk. You got to risk it if you want to block this shot.
You got to bring in Iron Balls McGinty.
Oh, man. That'd be so great. Because then there's some dudes like, okay, I'm not going to make this anyway, so I'm just going to kick it right at their dude's
wail on
satchel.
You,
if I can't put it past you, I'm just going to bury one in your sack.
I would do that anyway. Because I got a feeling 1 out of 10 is going to make a business decision and duck. Just send one on fire toward one of those guys' melon.
Yeah, like on that goal, go rewatch that goal. Find it wherever you find things. Rewatch that goal. The two guys who had the chance to jump up and block it, the guys on the outside, they did jump up. The guys who could have actually stopped that shot, they did not jump up.
Not getting in that way.
Yeah, what am I looking for? A broken face?
Look like a face with a frying pan. I'm gonna look like that guy from Norway if I'm not careful.
You're gonna look like Jack Hughes from the hockey team, from Team USA Hockey.
No, it's just flat.
It's gonna be you might win the World Cup, but you're not gonna have a tooth when you hold up the World Cup.
And those guys have a place in this world.
Yeah,
hey,
man, it's on the
blow the whistle. Bring that clown in. He'll sacrifice his body.
It's on hockey.
Just laying into it.
That's what it is. All right, 210-656-3776. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you guys. If anybody watched the soccer matches, if anybody has become a fan, that's what I want to know. Is anybody?
I think every
who
year
wasn't a fan,
there's a slight conversion.
Become a fan.
I think they're chasing like the 5-year-olds. You know what I mean? I think they're. We will show up every 4 years. We will. I think we've proven that we'll care enough to do that. But I think there's going to be a bunch of 5-year-olds like there was 20 years ago, 30 years ago that got into the game, and we've got enough actual stars that we can emulate here in the States. So maybe we get a little bit of progress, but it's never going to happen, guys. Soccer fan, it's never ever going to be. You're never going to be bigger than fourth. That's all. That's it.
I tend to agree with that.
It's not going to be now.
But I will say I've seen this with hockey. I've seen the momentum that having like that 4 nations and then the Olympics.
No, it works. But hockey, I think, is always going to be a bit ahead of soccer because we get it on a regular. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's one of those things that's part of our sporting calendar.
Well, and it's also like the highest level of hockey in the world is played here in our country,
right? And we can't say that about soccer.
We can't, and that's to me that's like it. And this is me being the sports snob.
Well,
This is why, when people are like, why don't you talk about incarnate word football? You talk about Alabama football, and they're not even here. Well, because at the end of the day, I am a snob, and I want to see the best teams do things.
We are. I mean, we're American. We follow the winner. Success breeds it, and we're not going to. I mean, we just wouldn't be fans of of the way that soccer is played.
Yeah.
The way that the game is played, the way they keep track of winning and losing. The only thing that I think Americans would at some point appreciate is relegation. I think that's the one thing that we could all get behind. But other than that, I don't think we could ever agree on how they handle their league.
And also too many games end in a tie for us.
Yeah, no ties.
We don't like
no
that.
ties. And play to the end, doing the game that got you to the tie.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, well, at least in the playoffs or in like an important tournament, you should have to do that.
I just can't imagine. And I say that we've talked, and be ad nauseum. It is fun.
Jimmy
it
said
is
they
cool.
likes the penalty kicks.
And it is cool. It's just a very strange way to end a game.
It is, especially, again, like the game that you've waited 4 years to work your way to, and then they just decide, let's just kick it at this goalie where it's like an 80% shot.
Or you play a team that knows they can't beat you, so you got 11 guys on the field, and 9 of them are standing in front of the goal holding their nuts for 90 minutes, just hoping to get into a penalty kick situation where they get one that slips past a goalie that leaned the wrong way. That doesn't tell you which team is better.
But I'm guessing just every 4 years there are new fans made. I'm sure there will be new fans made this year. But yeah, I tried. I watched it last night. It's just not for me. And I'm not mad at you. If you like soccer, I'm not trying to like shame it. I'm just saying it's not my thing.
The other part, now I don't like the counting up, but I do appreciate this is 90 minutes, man. At 90, we're calling it. You know, we're calling it.
Except they don't.
But then they go, but we're going to add, 6.5, 7 minutes. I'll tell you. Y'all keep playing. I'll tell you when to stop.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
Pumbaa says, y'all talk Texas Tech and Texas State football when they were ass. I don't remember talking Texas State football. You mean they're in the Conference of Champions?
They are. We'll talk about them when Gonzaga rolls in next year and whoops their ass in basketball. We'll talk about them.
And then Ren says, but we also have to hear about Josh Allen and the Bills ad nauseum. Well, I mean, they're my favorite team, but they're also a contender. Trust me, there will be a time that comes where I'll never mention the Bills, or I'll mention the Bills as much as I mention the Cleveland Browns, because I've spent a lot more time on the radio trying to avoid talking about the Bills than I have talking about them.
They're choosing violence on you, bro.
That's all right.
Don't fall for that hook.
That's all right.
Talking about those sorry-ass Bills.
And then there's people complaining about the MLS shenanigans that Austin pulled.
About us getting our team, the whole thing. Well, I don't blame the Austin folks. I blame MLS. They hoodwinked us.
I will say this. Because when I was in Houston, I went to a Dynamo game, and it was fine. Like it was
It's not
okay.
like hockey where it improves it when you're there.
But
it's
I'll
still
tell you
the same.
what. The Dynamo did a really smart thing. They took a handful of media guys and took us to they took us to Portland.
To get behind the scenes
for a road game.
That's a good idea.
And I'm telling you, like in places like that where it's like they're serious about it. In Houston, the Dynamo it's never going to be the most popular thing in Houston. In Portland, the soccer team is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the Blazers and then them.
And I get that. I mean, I get the pageantry, but did you come home and go, I am in?
No, but I did say
you start to understand why and how.
If I lived in Portland, I could see myself wanting to go be a part of this. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So if San Antonio had MLS, maybe I would go check it out. I can't say for sure that I would, but maybe. I don't know. Sebastian is on the line. He wants to talk soccer. Good morning, Sebastian. Hello, friend.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hey, you guys talking World Cup?
Yeah, we are, man.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of soccer. I don't really watch a lot of soccer, but I just started, and I really like it.
Are you a San Antonio?
I heard you guys.
Have you been a fan of soccer in the past?
No, not really. I just, everyone's watching it, and I like to watch soccer now, too. And I heard you guys were talking soccer. I saw a picture on my Instagram of one of you guys getting a haircut. I just wanted to check out your show.
That's how you. This is your first time listening to our show?
All right.
Yeah, I really like it.
Well, thanks, Sebastian. We really like you.
So
That's nice of you.
You saw a picture of me getting a haircut?
It could have been me, Rob.
Well, I know that there's one of me.
Yes, that's
out
true.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was that in the picture getting a haircut?
That was me.
That's Rob Thompson.
Yes, that was me. We'll leave it at that.
I liked your haircut in the picture. It looked really good. I had that.
What?
Where'd you get your haircut at, Rob?
No. Yeah, where do you get your haircut at?
It's a place over on. I'm not sure I want to say.
No,
it's a place over on Broadway.
Okay.
He's a good barber. Yeah.
Well,
I want to give him some business. I'll send him some business. It's I'll throw the name at you.
Rob has to figure out the name. He doesn't know.
I'll
I'm
find
not
it.
trying to be weird or anything. I need a haircut too, and I'm kind of new to town, and I just need I'm looking for a place to get a haircut and hang out and meet some friends and stuff.
Okay.
It's a good place to hang.
Well, that's what Jimmy said. Jimmy says that barbershop is like a place to meet friends.
Yeah, they've got a bar there too.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so I like that they got like that gray wolf kind of look thing going on. Really look
the
good.
gray wolf thing?
What's that?
Is that like your hair?
Like silver fox?
I think
Is
it's
that-
like that. Yeah. I
but
think that's
gray
kinda-
wolf?
That must
Sure.
be the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
What's your name?
how often do
it's
you
Sebastian.
go get your haircut?
How often do I get a haircut?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sebastian,
I'm a little flustered right now. I don't know, every 3 months or so.
Where'd you move here from, Sebastian?
I'm from Portland.
Oh, you a soccer fan?
I heard you guys were just, I love soccer.
Oh, yeah.
He loves soccer now. Well,
All right. Well, glad you're in San Antonio, bro.
Yeah, I live down by Sac, and if you guys are ever downtown and we want to come out and hang out, I'll totally buy you a drink.
All
Wait,
right. You live down by Sac?
You only buy Rob a drink?
Mm-hmm.
Can I bring a friend?
You sure? I mean, whatever.
All right, Sebastian. Hey, listen, buddy. I'm happy you called. I'm happy. I appreciate you. And like I said, we're
hang on. We'll get you the barber number. I want you to look good.
What is it? Just go. You can give it to me now. I mean, I can just.
I'm not sure I want to give you anything right now. To be honest with you.
Well, I need a haircut, and I just. I don't understand what's so funny. I'm just trying to.
No, that's funny, dude.
He's laughing at me.
I'm laughing at Rob because Rob's flustered.
Because
That's
I'm
all,
trying to
Sebastian.
find the number to give you, and I'm kind of flustered.
Yeah, that's all.
I've never been asked.
I mean, what's you can just tell me the name of the place and if you want to meet up and introduce me to your barber. I'm just looking to make new friends.
I think you probably just
get a
you drop
haircut.
Rob's name. You'll probably
I think
they'll
just
take care
just
of
say you know
man.
me.
Rob Thompson. That's the name.
The what am I? The silver wolf? What was that?
Gray wolf.
The gray wolf.
The gray wolf.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. By the way, Sebastian, we're on YouTube. If you want to check out the show there, we appreciate you listening on the radio.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm already watching.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rob.
No, I told you I like the show, and I really hope the USA wins in soccer.
Us too. All right.
Appreciate the call, Sebastian.
Sebastian, we'll talk to you next time, okay, buddy?
Thanks, buddy. Good luck with the hair.
Well, Rob.
Yeah.
You want to tell me the name of that barbershop?
I think it's called the Saint. Hold on just a second. That's not it.
That sounds interesting. No, that's not it.
I'm looking. I'm kind of looking through.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a little flustered.
Sebastian,
just want to send me a message, or I can DM you, and you can just maybe we can meet up and go get a haircut together or something. I'm just new to town, looking to make some friends, and get a haircut.
Sebastian, hey, if we're gonna put you on hold, and Edwin will give you the name of the barbershop. All right, buddy.
Appreciate the call, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. That's fine.
Yep. Well,
I think we made him mad.
I think so too. Thank you for the call. 210-656-3776. So, you remember when they were like, "Hey, we'd like you guys to open up the phones more and take more calls"?
See, this is what I said. They tend to derail. They tend to. That was the most awkward 30 seconds I think I've ever had.
30 seconds? Dude, that was like 10 minutes.
Dude, that was
I don't know how
terrible.
long. It was a long time. And why is he only trying to buy you drinks and not me?
Because I'm the silver wolf.
The gray wolf.
The gray wolf.
What does that even mean?
I'm a gray wolf.
The gray wolf.
You know, what's...
got
a gray wolf thing going on.
Oh, let me look at the Brigade Bar says this is terrifying. Yeah, a lot of people are like, hey, hang up on this guy, hang up on this guy. Rin says, I'm pretty sure AJ hired this guy like he hired the Hitler-sounding dude yesterday. The Hitler-sounding dude, that was clips from a movie called Inglourious Bastard. That was a joke. I'm not hiring anybody.
All right.
Puma says he's got you blushing, Rob.
I just looked up in the gay male vernacular. A wolf refers to a man who is lean, muscular. It is. And typically, here's the kicker, has body hair. And yet, those who know, I rock the fro. A gray wolf, or silver, refers to an older version of the archetype. A mature man with gray or white facial and body hair.
Wow.
While maintaining a fit and masculine physique. Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Yeah. Don't tell me you wouldn't.
That is
Would
funny.
you? Don't tell me you
Well, hey, man.
I would.
Yeah. A lot of people think that he's a very weird guy. Jose says by sack in the gay area of town.
Actually, that's what I took.
Is that the gay area of town?
There is a presence of the culture, yes. That's where the Rainbow Crosswalk was, right over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wild. Hey, man.
Hey, you know.
Dude, when he said, I'm new to town, I'm just looking to make some friends, do you want to get a haircut together?
Is that a code? Does that mean something?
I don't know.
Like the secret menu?
But JT says that guy should call Trey Ware. I would like that.
He's got good hair.
Yeah, C-Note says, Vic, you need to screen these calls. Vic ain't here today. Edwin is just like, Edwin's like, I said, put people on if they call. All right. Well, Edwin, was he normal to you?
Did he ask you the same questions?
He just said he wanted to talk to you. Well, you in particular, Robbie, wanted to talk to.
Did he ask for the
Does he know
silver,
I'm here too?
Did he ask for the gray wolf?
He doesn't care about you that much.
That kind of hurts my feelings.
Well, I'm a gray wolf.
I'm a bear a lot. That's what I think in the gay community I would be known as a bear.
Yes,
but I didn't know that a wolf was a thing.
Oh, see, if you're a fox, you're slender and younger.
That ain't
and
you.
If
Bubba.
you're a wolf, you're older. And perceived as assertive and sexually aggressive.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, man.
Listen, he said the gray wolf look.
Oh, I don't know.
Listen, I'm not, Sir Sebastian, I'm not saying he's gay. All I'm saying is it might not have been gay at all. It might have just been, just a unique guy. And he's new to town, looking to make some friends.
Hey, I am here to help.
Listen, man, I was trying to make friends when I came to town, too. So
look where that got you.
Yep. All right. Well, I think we need to take a break. Ran a little over on that.
I'm going to go powder up.
210-656-3776. That's the number where you can call.
On the Grinders Gay Slang Guide, which I have in front of me.
Okay.
You would be maybe considered closer to a muscle bear.
Oh.
On the spectrum, because you're a little bit trimmer. You're not a total bear. A little bit trimmer.
Okay.
And I would be gray because I age gracefully and I have the presence of body hair.
So that would...
You have to have body or facial hair to be a wolf.
So you are indeed a gray wolf?
Now, if I decided to go, hair down, no hair, I'd be getting into the otter world. Hey, I didn't make these things up. I'd be headed toward otterdom.
I didn't really get the...
Or a dolphin.
I didn't get gay vibe. Maybe my gaydar is a little broken. I just got that he's a lonely dude.
Dude, there's all kinds of names here.
Well, hey.
Would you rather be an otter or a dolphin?
Oh, I don't want to be a dolphin.
For a lot of reasons.
No. I like muscle bear. I'm good with what I've got. I'm
giggling like I'm 12.
I'm comfortable in my own muscle bear skin. Unlike you, who you don't want to be a gray wolf.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits. Essentially describes an otter without body hair or a sleeker, less heavily built version of a bear.
Oh man. Well, I think we may have something for Pledger to play on his extra innings. All right, we'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
As you head into your midday commute, starting to clear a lot of our trouble left over from this morning's rush hour. 281 northbound at Basse, that wreck is cleared. Also cleared the accident, I-10 lower level eastbound, that off-ramp to get onto northbound 35. That is now reopened. And the stall we had at 35 southbound, that off-ramp to 281, now clear. We do have this ongoing road work, I-10 upper level westbound, North Frio Street to just past Culebra. Just the left lane is open. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com. We're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This report is sponsored by America 250.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, hosted by Queen Latifah. See performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and kick off Giving Forth. Get your tickets at america250.org/LA.
Hey, San Antonio, did you know your city has its own professional indoor football team? That's right, the San Antonio Gunslingers play pro football in Freeman Coliseum all spring and summer long. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action in the cool, comfortable indoor arena. No blazing Texas heat, just pure excitement. It's football the way it was meant to be, right here at home. Learn more, grab tickets, and follow online at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and on social media. The San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
Attention soccer fans. House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row of every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update sponsored by Henkel, official partner of U.S. Soccer. Dramatic win for the U.S. in the World Cup in Santa Clara. Had to play the last third of the game with only 10 men. Fuller and Balogun, who gave the U.S. the lead in the first half, called for a red card, and the U.S. still outscored Bosnia-Herzegovina while being a man down. Scored on a tremendous shot from Malik Tillman on a free kick. Tillman had assisted on the Balogun goal. 2-0 win, and next up a round of 16 game Monday in Seattle against Belgium. And while the U.S. can go back to playing with 11, they can't use Balogun. Belgium advanced with a furious rally. 3 late goals, a penalty kick in overtime, a 3-2 win over Senegal. The last 2 World Cups, Croatia's made it to the Final Four, lost its opener to England, but still snuck into the round of 32, and Croatia plays Portugal tonight in Toronto. That's after Spain and Austria in L.A., and before Switzerland and Algeria in Vancouver. John Stansheimer, Westwood One Sports.
Get ready to gear up for the final stretch. Henkel Summer of Soccer Sweepstakes is giving fans the chance to win U.S. Soccer store gift cards to stock up on everything you need to support the home team. Last chance to win, enter now. No purchase necessary. Starts June 16th and ends July 31st, 2026. Must be 18 and a resident of the contiguous United States. Sponsored by Henkel. Henkel, proud partner of U.S. Soccer.
And Doug.
Hot dog! Get your hot dog!
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Hey, what are you doing?
I like your method. Direct, to the point. A little loud, but...
Listen, people don't buy car insurance the same way they do hot dogs.
Not yet, but both are customizable.
Popcorn! Get your popcorn!
Hey, this is a hot dog area.
And customize and save area. Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yes. Stars and the Stripes.
They don't run. Don't run, don't bleed.
Oh, yes. Galana says, Rob, get a bodyguard.
Dude.
Claymore says that dude was 100% gay. I don't know about that. I'll and you know what? I'm not here to judge if he was.
Hey, man. Yes.
I'm glad we've got a new listener. For quite frankly, this is his first time listening to the show. I appreciate it. And if it took a picture of you getting a haircut to make him listen to the show,
I'm all about.
Where'd you post a picture of you getting a haircut?
Vic had doctored it up, and I was sad for all the Hooters girls, so we found a place for the Hooters girls to go cut hair. So it's me getting my haircut surrounded by
But you
Hooters
didn't
girls.
really get your haircut by Mia Khalifa.
No, I didn't realize he had put Mia there, but I do appreciate she has soft hands.
Wow. That's probably the most unique caller we've had at this on this show.
I'm already getting some texts from friends and family.
Well, I'm glad.
Curious as to the origin.
Claymore said he's either gay or it was your brother.
Which, you know.
I like to think that Rob's
brother...
It
could be one and the same.
I like to think that Rob's brother, who's a practicing attorney...
There would be nothing wrong with that if he was.
Better things to do with his time.
There was more about time usage than orientation. That would
That's
be
right.
my concern. Like, dude, really?
King says 17th best show in San Antonio. Hey,
that's the world.
In the world.
That's the world, bro.
King.
World.
17th in the world. Were we 17th or 18th?
I think we were actually 18.
I think we were.
We're going to kick 17's ass.
Yeah, next year we'll be there. We'll be there.
Me and Sebastian.
But hey, listen, Bubba. Chris Courtney says, if that was real, the dude's got stones just to come out and drop a call like that in front of all of SA. You know what?
Hey, man, he's out there and loving it.
And my wife gets on me for this. Like, I always think that people who are trying to make new friends, or like the way people will try and make friends when they're new somewhere is weird.
It's hard when you're
Which
older.
is why I don't make friends. Like,
Yeah,
I really don't. I'm like, I still have very few friends here in San Antonio, because I'm awkward about that.
Well, you can't, like when we were kids, just roll up on your bike and say, hey, you want to play catch?
What's up, man? Yeah. So for this guy to say, hey, I'd like to be friends, it's not the way I would do it, but I give him credit for trying to make friends, because that's not my style.
We could be lifelong buds. We might have
very
lots
well
of things
could be.
to share in common.
All right, enough about Sebastian. We have
he knows where the barbershop is.
Oh, it's on his.
He got the stuff, so I might actually meet him.
You might meet him.
You never know.
Yeah, hang out there every day.
I had to call Joe and tell him, hey, there's a guy might be coming.
Okay,
just let him know.
That's funny. I hope you do meet him. Bring him in studio, Rob.
Well, we'll have our first.
You think
we're gonna have a cup of coffee?
You think these dating app stories are wild? All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to see what's going on in Hollywood. It is the Huddle on Hollywood coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyer4us.com.
America is having the biggest birthday party ever. 250 years old. That's like a lot of candles. And you can't have the best birthday party without the best fireworks. Mr. W Fireworks has everything you need to make America's 250th totally unforgettable.
The lowest prices around.
Seriously, nobody beats them.
Nobody.
No sneaky fees, no crazy markups. Just awesome fireworks at real low prices. And go to MrWFireworks.com to find a location near you. Mr. W Fireworks.
Because 250 only happens once.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper. So knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, free agency continued, and the Spurs made their big move. They added forward Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $31 million deal. Harris averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game last year with the Pistons and pulled off a 30-burger in the playoffs. Another big NBA news, Jaylen Brown is out from Boston. He's now a Philadelphia 76er. They got him in exchange for Paul George and 2 first-round picks along with 2 second-rounders and a couple of pick swaps. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
B. Hannon says, Rob the Gray. That might be your move from now on. It might be a good nickname for you. Rob the Gray.
Who'd have ever thought that had been attached to my name?
Like
but I
Gandalf.
I'm closer to Gandalf than Rob the Gray.
All right. Let's see what's going on in the world of Hollywood, which we like to check in on. The new Jackass movie.
The one that's already out, or has he got another one coming? Okay.
No, the one that's already out now. There is a there's a story out that I read that I found very interesting. Jackass started in 2000. Think about that. It's been 25 years. But their new movie called Best and Last says that what Jackass has really done, it was supposed to be the dumbest show in the history of television, which it kind of was. But it says what they've done is they've accidentally made one of the greatest human documentaries ever.
Because of the time spent with all.
Because it's one group. It's followed one group of guys for 25 years.
I feel like I know Steve-O.
Right?
I went through the alcohol. I went through all that with him over the years. So yeah, I kind of get it.
And it kind of is. And you know, one of them died in 2011. You saw Ryan Dunn was the guy's name who died in 2011. Steve-O, you mentioned his addiction, and that was a problem. Johnny Knoxville ended up with a brain hemorrhage. And Bam Margera, who's no longer in the movies, we know him. He's got he's got his own issues that he's not been able to overcome. But it is pretty fascinating that.
So think about this. So the way this is being portrayed. So imagine 10,000 years from now when they're looking back on this era, and this is the best preserved documentary of our time. They're watching the Jackass dudes roll down hills in shopping carts and electrocute their nuts.
There was a show, a documentary, a British documentary called 7 Up, and it started in 1964, and there's a group of strangers from age 7, and every 7 years it revisited them to see how their lives were unfolding. And it's looked at as like one of the great documentary pieces of all time.
I've never heard of it.
It's a very, I mean, it's not for me. What was that movie? A couple years, was it a Boy's Life or something?
That was filmed over like 20.
It was Richard Linklater.
Yeah, Linklater, the Austin guy. Yeah,
I did not like that movie.
It was painful and slow, but it was a good attempt.
Yeah, but at least with Jackass, you're doing it. You're getting 25 years, and it's been fun the whole time. You know what I mean?
If not painful.
So
yeah.
I'm going to go watch that movie this weekend. I think that's what I'm going to do with my tomorrow. I'm going to go watch Jackass, the best and last. So, but the article I was reading was very eye-opening. That this has been
well, it's a phenomenon that you just 2,000. These guys have been around for a quarter century,
25 years,
and only one died, which is the most remarkable part of this whole thing.
And it wasn't the morbidly obese one or the dwarf.
And Wee Man is still here.
He's still kicking. He still actually looks pretty healthy, actually. So I don't know. It's fascinating to me. So I'll be watching that. I'm into it. I've always loved Jackass. Jackass 2 to this day is the hardest I've laughed in a theater, to the point where I squirted pee. And
little go.
Yeah, and my stomach hurt, my face hurt. I was laughing so hard in the theater.
Well, when 2 came out, what was that, 05, 06?
Something like that,
so
yeah.
My oldest was 10, and my youngest was 6 or 5.
Okay.
We go see Jackass, so you can imagine what 2 little boys were doing when we came home.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were flinging themselves off all kinds of stuff, seeing who could hurt themselves the first. It was one of those where my wife was like, what have you done to us? Hey, what have you done to this?
I'll tell you what, man. I remember when it came out, I was so upset because I was like, what a great idea this was. And me and my friends literally fought each other for fun. We were throwing each other into holes. And I was like, what if we would have just videoed this and sold it? We would have
You could have been Johnny Knoxville.
Millionaires.
You could have been Johnny Knoxville. You wouldn't have had any teeth left.
No, but big deal.
No spleen.
You're a millionaire.
But I've sacrificed that.
You're a millionaire. And they did say that this is going to be their last one because they're all in their 40s and 50s now, and they're like, our bodies just can't take it anymore.
Think about it. Who's going to insure them? For completion insurance, this dude could break a leg and we never finish the movie.
Yeah. Angelina Jolie, 51 years old now.
That's it?
Yep. They finally finalized their divorce in 2024, her and Brad Pitt. And they still have a legal battle going over the Chateau Miraval, the co-owned French winery that they share. While that's still up for debate, they've got 6 children, by the way.
Adopted though, right?
Yeah, and by the way, they all dropped the last name Pitt.
Yeah, they don't like him,
and have gone to Jolie. But she, there's been rumors that she's gonna, maybe she's with this jewelry designer, maybe with this rapper, a British rapper. Well, she came out and they asked her about dating, and she said, "Believe it or not, I've got no interest in dating again. I'm 50 now. My mother and my grandmother were in chemo by this time. It wasn't easy, but it was cathartic to do this movie." And then they said, "Well, what about getting into another relationship?" She said, "I haven't dated since I divorced a decade ago." So
That's too bad.
It really is.
What a waste of resources.
So she is taken to being sadly enough, Angelina Jolie is just a mom now.
Just a regular old house mom.
Regular old mom.
How's she looking?
I mean, for 51, not too bad. Not too bad. She sold her share of the winery for $67 million, despite the alleged prior agreement that neither would sell without approval of the other. That's why the lawsuit has come in. And Jolie countersued and said that he wouldn't buy her out because she wouldn't sign an NDA that would silence her from speaking out about an alleged altercation in 2016.
That's the airplane
where he physically and verbally abused her and the kids.
Yeah, this goes back to that airplane incident. Wherever
I think so. So, and in recent weeks, Pitt, there was a court ruled that he could compel testimony from executives in the company run by Yuri Shefler, who bought Jolie's stake. That's the Russian,
like an oligarch,
Russian billionaire. So that trial's set for 2027. So hopefully we'll have.
Dude. He'll get
killed. That'd be the end of it, buddy.
Rubbed out.
All right, friends, we've got one segment left. One segment, and unfortunately, we don't have time for any more calls.
That's
so, Sebastian, we're going to have to just listen to the daily lines and see what's going on in Vegas without you. But that's what's coming up next, the Daily Lines. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the last 2 days of the NBA free agent frenzy have been crazy.
The Spurs get Tobias Harris. They lose out on Jaylen Brown if they were actually ever in it.
And Team USA, all the reaction to that big game last night.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now through Tuesday, save up to 60% on Sealy at Mattress Firm. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Eric Cargill's family has worked the same land for 5 generations.
If a farmer or rancher gets sick, that's downtime in harvest or planting. Animals don't care if you get sick. You know, I have type 1 diabetes. What if my blood sugar crashes and I'm out in the middle, I'm 30 miles from anywhere?
That changed when nurse practitioner John Hodges opened Rawls Family Medicine.
If our clinic were not here, some of our patients would have to drive up to 90 miles to see a healthcare provider.
Healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right for everyone.
I just want to help as many people in the community as I can.
John Hodges keeps us going, all of us, and that's kept our farm and ranch alive, and hopefully into 6 and 7 generations.
How has a nurse impacted your life? Share your story at thepowerofnurses.org.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
USA!
250 years of America. I can't believe we made it this far. Look at us.
Look how far we've come.
Here's to 250 more, America. Keep on trucking.
Is that a Bud Light?
That's a Ghost. It's a cherry limeade Ghost.
How was that?
Delightful.
Delightful.
Yeah, yeah. Rob brought me one today.
Well, you bought it.
I know. I had to buy Rob's
my tobacco.
Yeah, his tobacco, because he came unprepared.
I get fussy.
And he also didn't have his wallet.
Well, that's pretty common. I tend to leave it someplace for a week.
Yeah,
that way I never have to pay for anything.
Yeah, that's the move. A great move. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered! Yeah!
All right, the Spaniards taking on the Austrians. Spain to advance minus 1,000.
I think they're comfortable.
They feel comfortable. Austria plus 600 if you think they make it through to the next round.
I've got Spain minus 340.
Okay, this is only, remember, this is the two-way line. You're looking at the three-way line where the draw counts. You have to bet win, lose, or draw. I'm just looking at to move on to the next round. Spain minus 1,000. Portugal and Croatia, that's the second, or no, that's the late game. Portugal-Croatia, Portugal minus 300 to advance. Croatia plus 230.
Knowing very little, this feels like the premier matchup of the day.
It feels like it could be an upset too, because I think it's while it says minus 300, I could easily see that just being inflated because us stupid Americans are like, oh, Ronaldo plays for them,
right?
And who knows if that guy's even good anymore? I saw a game where he didn't even have a shot.
He's got a good neck. I'll give him that.
And Switzerland, Algeria. That's the early game. That's going to start in about 8 minutes if you want in on it. Switzerland minus 220, Algeria plus 175. So I'm
Algeria.
I'm team Algeria in this one. I mean, I know Switzerland's neutral. I'm not. Okay.
I know you've got the two-way betting, and I'm looking at the three-way betting. What I've seen so far, it's hard for me not to be drawn into betting on the draw.
I think it's probably, especially if two teams are even remotely close.
Yeah, it just seems like that's such a natural, easy bet because you can still win and have a draw.
Yeah.
So just hold off for 90 minutes and maybe you get something.
Yeah, and usually the draw pays better than picking a winner.
That seems like at least a third of the time.
I'm telling you, that seems like the way to go. Well, I guess I'll give you the lines for tomorrow since we've got them. Australia and Egypt. Egypt minus 140 to advance. Argentina and Cabo Verde. Argentina minus 2,500 to advance.
What did the Cape Verdeans do to y'all?
Cabo Verde plus 1,000. So
they got a chance.
10-1 if you want. If
they haven't arrested their goalkeeper yet.
And Colombia is playing Ghana. Colombia minus 450. Ghana plus 340. Also, the line is up for USA Belgium.
And
who do you think the favorite is to move on?
And we've had so much trouble with the European soccer guys. I think Belgium probably is favored. But no, we're favored.
No, we are favored.
Yes.
USA minus 130 to advance. Belgium plus 105.
So that's close.
That's right. And for those of you who are in the curious, England minus 140, Mexico plus 110.
That's the match. When is that?
That's
they're not playing
Sunday.
Each other.
Yeah, they're playing each
Brits
other.
And
July 5th. July 5th.
Why do our two friends have to go to war?
What friends?
Well, I mean, one's a neighbor.
They ain't our friend.
And one's a family member. It's like a cousin and a neighbor having a fight.
There are July 4th. We're not friends with the Brits.
Well, I mean, they've accepted the fact that we live. But I'm just saying, on Sunday we have to watch two close. Like a neighbor. We don't love them, but they're a neighbor.
Someone's got to go, Rob.
Like our cousin.
Beat it. I'm Team Mexico in this one.
I kind of am too, and I don't want to root against the Brits because they've been so nice to us since they've been here.
But
they've enjoyed our Buc-ee's and eating our barbecue.
I know, but it's time to go home.
Yeah, it looks like it. We're going to send them packing.
Time to get your ass out of here.
You think they like ranch dressing? Wait till they get a taste of some enchilada sauce.
That's right. Viva Mexico, cabrones. That's what I'm looking for in that one. All right, friends. Oh, I do have one more thing I want to go with, the futures. Now that the U.S. is through to the next round, they are 25-1 to become the champions of the World Cup.
This is an accomplishment beyond belief. To be just considered 25-1 in the World Cup.
They are the 8th favorites.
Nuts.
We have better odds we have the same odds as Mexico. We have better odds than Morocco, Colombia, Belgium, Norway, and Paraguay. We're ahead of all of them.
Sucks. Bunch of sucks.
We've mastered the game. USA Soccer is here to stay, baby. All right, that does it for us. Jason and Joe are going to give you their last show of our 250th year. And we'll be back on Monday and do it all over again. You guys have a good weekend.
Cheers, y'all. See y'all. Never.
You're locked on. The